You come to me with the balls to say, no, don't you see? It's obvious that it's the male teachers that are, diddling kids.
Remember when I said that like there was like a big problem with like moderation in Sankaku channel where the comments are filled with people that were not role playing, let's just say.
Yes, go on.
Just
Those are men, right?
you wish.
How do you? Okay, now I have to ask. How do you know? Because
I
that is far more
You
interesting.
can like so on Sankaku channel, right? Like unlike most places, you can actually like go onto like someone's name, right? And you can see every single comment they've ever made. That's how I
Right?
was super curious, right? Like, who the fuck are these people? So I read every single comment they made and went to every place where they commented to see all of these discussions they were having to know all of this knowledge. It's also, I'm gonna tell you that they're the worst pieces of shit you'll ever find. God damn.
I'm glad to know at least that info.
Like, just so you know, they're always fucking lying. Even to themselves. Even to themselves, they're fucking lying.
Lovely. And then I have to also ask the question. So, how certain are you that they're also honest or that they're women, right? To just give you to understand this.
You know, that's the thing, right? You can never truly know. Because in order to really know, you'd have to know the person. And obviously, I am pretty certain most of them are not gonna like just say, yeah, I am this guy, I live here, and I'm a PDF file. I don't think anyone is gonna
Yeah.
say, you know, I say that, but then I remember this one dumbass that really did like say a bunch of shit with someone replying, dude, you'd have to torture me to get that information out of me. Like, Jesus Christ. Nowadays, they always get banned very quickly, like even within hours nowadays if they say something weird. So, you know, good. Finally, moderation is
Good.
back. God damn.
Clean up time.
And now Pixiv needs to be cleaned up because you know the biggest problem with Pixiv is that they're Japanese, so I don't think they even really know what's happening.
Are these also English by any chance?
Yes,
Those foreign
English and
people.
Chinese specifically.
I see.
I don't know how much of it is really like real Chinese people or like apparently someone. I think I sent you this tweet as well of like someone using like Chinese bots to
Hmm.
post unsavory stuff on Pixiv, like cartoon filters over.
Children, right,
Yeah,
right.
it wasn't pleasant. And I
I
still think AI is a problem, man, when it comes to that regard as well. I don't really know
absolutely.
how bad like everything gets at all times, but man, I'm so sick of AI art. Yeah, it's not like I hate AI in and of itself. I just dislike what can be done with it, and it's usually done to spam things full with a bunch of shit.
Undesirable things, yes.
Even if it were desirable things, there's so much spam as well in general that it's just like this also makes moderation very difficult, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine having to check like thousands of images every fucking day. Holy shit. Couldn't be me. I would never do such a thing. I would never want to. Oh man,
You put up Parsec, I'll lift my brothers.
that's fine. Uh, hold on. I'm a bit. I feel like I'm a bit sick. Um, Lots of headaches and shit. So I am kind of like rusty when it comes to starting things up. Anyway, welcome to our very friendly Pokemon and Make a Ruby live stream. You know, don't worry, we are very child friendly. We'll never talk about anything weird. Actually, you should worry. Never take your kids here. Dangerous channel this place is. We are not child friendly at all, even if we play this game. Do not send your children to us. It ain't safe. You see this guy Ennis here? He talks about I don't know what he talks about, but he talks about things too. Things. I don't really know what. See, this is what happens when I get sick. I just say things that makes no sense. Like I'm just babbling. Ah, my head. I hope the painkillers work in fast enough. And oh fuck, right? I need to boot up Parsec. Oh, just to reiterate how like I am when I'm just sick. I just like try to screw in the doorbell. I had like 2 screws, and I thought, oh, I should put one of them down so I don't accidentally drop one of them and then lose them. So I do that. Screw the first screw in, go back. I don't know where the second screw is anymore. I don't even remember where I placed it, and I can just not find it anywhere. That's yeah, like when I really get sick or my head is aching or I'm tired, I just think I should do minimal stuff because whatever I do makes no sense. Huh? Like I become Joe Biden when I'm tired. Like I'm just like, huh? I thought there was a person there. There wasn't. Never a person there. Biden, calm down. Does my mic pick something up on Discord? It won't hear. Whoa! I feel like my mic setting is a bit too. Hold on. I need to scream for a bit. This doesn't do anything. What the fuck? This to do something. Ah. I don't think this did anything. Volume. Yeah, this is the volume button. Like, what the fuck? Whoa! Whoa! I don't think the volume button really matters in this case. Fuck, I cannot check anymore. I don't remember what setting I'm pressing. I'm just doing it in the wrong spot. This is what. This is the gain. Sorry.
I'm glad you're inspiring the gym bros. I seen that one video, right? I don't know if you've seen such a thing, where at the gym they just put on Dragon Ball Z, where Goku turns Super Saiyan, and everybody in the gym was like looking with their mouths open. Like,
well, is there more noise now? Like, Ennis, can you tell? Like, did anything change on you? Like, do I sound different in any way?
no.
Good. And let's keep going. Welcome to Pokemon Back. We're catching legendaries. That's it. Honestly, for the most part, it's gonna be just a chill stream because I think we're just gonna sit back and talk.
Oh boy.
So, for the record, you get like either the depending on the game version, you either get the lunar wing or the rainbow wing from the captain after you find something down the sea in the sunken ship. In Alpha Sapphire, it is Lugia. Omega Ruby, it is Hello.
Nice.
So yeah. Anyway, Ennis's car was like under the flies.
This is happening for a few days, and I have no understanding of it. I wonder if it has to do with what do you call it? You know, whenever spring comes and the trees start dropping whatever they
Pollen?
have on them.
Or you mean just
Pollen?
well, when trees drop is usually seeds for like other trees to eventually grow or other like
The seeds. The seeds they're dropping, and I think those have fallen onto my car and have become somehow dripping with sap. I guess it's the word to use, right?
and the flies
And
were
this
like, man, that's some good shit.
Yeah, after even 2 storms, it's still on my car apparently, and they're still coming on there. And it specifically only happens, and I don't know if it has to do with the fact that it's in the middle of the day instead of in the early mornings where it's ice cold. But every time I'm going home, they're all just surrounding my car. Truly something I do not understand, but I should probably go to the car wash tomorrow. Get yo. I didn't expect you think, to survive.
It's because I maxed out his like special defense, or at least I got close to maxing out special defense. Because I know that he's not specially defensive, so I think, you know, to balance things out, I maxed out special defense.
Right.
To be honest, I was surprised too that he would survive that.
You know, I know that Logia doesn't have too much special attack, right? Nothing to be impressed at. But
I don't know what is his special stat.
that's 95 or something like that.
I mean, it's pretty decent.
I know.
But yeah, it's a legendary, so it's not really. I guess it's not that.
But if it has no investments, you know, you have invested into the other side with the Skarmory. And these are wild Pokemon, so they never have investment. Okay. No, not even 95. It has 90 special attack.
So, like, on the topic, right, of like me finding the worst kinds of people on some Cocker channel, they're also on Twitter. I haven't seen them as often on Twitter, but recently there's been this guy who like made this giant ass fucking chart of every single like lolicon on the internet, on Twitter or like on other places or some shit, with all the profile pictures and everything.
That's
and
nice.
Someone points out that this person has been like streaming. What would be a politically correct term for the illegal content?
Children's adventures.
No, that sounds terrible.
Alright, let's think of something worse to call it. YouTube friendly. Let's see what will be the answer.
What is YouTube friendly?
Diddler, is that fine?
I guess you could say yes. The illegal diddlers. There you go. That sounds.
Yeah, illegal diddlers.
Yeah. So he goes on to like random Discord specifically, right? To like Discord, whether like, you know, like maybe like a lolicon Discord, for example, and then they will try to like stream like illegal diddler stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously he gets banned immediately, but like, you know, this person is fucking insane, and then he tries to like make a giant call-out post, go like, yeah, see, lolicon is pedophilia, yeah. And everyone is like, shut the fuck up, fuck off.
The base thing to do, you know?
Yeah. Man. You know what I noticed with like both the PDF files and the entities is that they both do not understand the difference between fiction and reality. Like, you know, they're delusional. Like, Jesus Christ. I would say get some help, but I don't think anything can help them at this point.
They're lost cause.
I've got the cure right
Long
here.
gone.
Bullet shells. We are lost cause though. You know, I saw this. There was this one Twitter account. I don't know if the person's still on Twitter anymore. But this was like a victim of like abuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he was a child. I don't know if it's a he or a she. I think it's a he. But like, when he was getting helped for like, you know, when he got like therapy for like, you know, his abuse and shit.
Mm-hmm.
One thing he has learned is that we're like, medically speaking, there's like two types of like PDF files, right? You got like type 1 that apparently would feel guilty for what they are, and then actually try to seek help and everything, right?
Right.
And then you got type 2 that like will do every single thing possible to make themselves out to be the victim, and will never actually try to get help where they think that what they are is totally fine, which is basically what these map people are, right?
Yes.
And that's something you notice with these people. Like, they are literally insane. They will like make up reality that doesn't exist, or there's no factual basis to it, to make themselves seem like the victim, and like we're just crazy people or something for disliking them.
You are it?
Like, man.
I don't think so.
It's like, and you get, you know, how can you help someone who generally just never believes they're in the wrong ever, you know? You can't.
Well, but you can't. there's no point to it, honestly. You can try as hard as you want, so those guys will do whatever they feel like.
Exactly.
What was it again? It was spawn.
Maybe I should move on to another happy topic, I guess. The weather's very nice today, isn't it?
Indeed. Beautiful for all of those flies.
I actually went out walking with my mom today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went to like the Kralingsbos, the forest. We walked for 5.5 kilometers, Hennis. Jesus Christ.
Good walkings.
Yeah, we walked just around the whole forest. I'm like, man, I just kind of wish I had something to drink on the way. It's also just like I'm feeling sick like the last few days. It's like it's mostly the headache. Like, man, it just won't let up. I took some painkillers and I hope that will work eventually.
Let's hope so.
Punishment? You know, I have a problem. I just think I'm too curious and like to read what everyone is saying and thinking, but I think that doesn't really help sometimes. Like, you know,
I know.
Sometimes you just know too much of people you don't like, and you start to realize, you know what, this is not good for my mental health. I need to get out of here.
No, I understand what you mean, yes.
It's like I don't want to feel alone, so I usually like have Twitter and shit, but like I sometimes also think it would be good to just kind of log off and just relax, I guess.
I don't know what you mean. It's like I do have to wonder though if Twitter is the exact place you want to be for this shit.
No, I know, but I don't really know a good other place to be. Like I can like sometimes just be a little bit on Reddit if it's like specific subs I can enjoy.
Yeah, no, exactly. You would go to those subs that have like your fandom or something in there.
Well, not just your fandom, but also like, you know, the fandom that isn't crazy.
Exactly.
Like, you know, the Neptunia fandom is pretty chill. I'm not gonna go on Discord servers either. Like, you know, except for the 10K one, I'm not gonna go on a Discord server.
It just doesn't help that the Discord servers are all fucked thanks to the Discord's policy. It's like, never mind, you know, it's like...
It also, like, especially if you join a big server and some crazy person just decides, you know what? I'm gonna stream illegal diddly.
You know, at least you and I can, you know, if you lose an account, right? Ain't no big deal, in a way.
I suppose not.
At least. But it still sucks, you know? It's like, oh, now I have to make a new account to potentially, like, figure out if there were any other friends I could add in other ways.
Yeah.
You know?
That's really the annoying part with, like, a Discord, getting new Discord accounts. It would be especially more annoying, though, if you're, like, a content creator, right? And you have, like, your own server and shit, and then people start misbehaving in your own server.
Yes.
God forbid you're like on vacation for a week, you come back and suddenly there's law enforcement in front of your house. Like, what the fuck did I even do? I was so big. What is it? I don't know. There's no law enforcement that comes in front of your house though if someone like posts something weird on Discord, I don't think. It's mostly that Discord will just ban everything.
Unless you're
unless you're a part of it, of course, right? I hope. I think so. I don't know.
Comes down to what the server does. Let's be real here, right? If the people on the server, unironically, right, or let's put it like this, good Samaritans, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit, this guy is a diddler. Let's call the cops on him, right?
Yeah.
Let's be hopeful in that.
Then you live in Germany and you just say like, you know, I just think that we shouldn't like fill the country with a bunch of foreigners, and then suddenly the police will kill you.
You know, it's somewhat funny because it's true. Only somewhat.
Man, I hate it when I get to my legendaries doing struggle. It's like, god fucking damn it.
Man, you really did stall him out.
It happens a lot. I just have the shittiest luck. I also had a problem with audio desync at some point. And I thought it was my editor at first, but no, it was the recording, and I don't really know how it happened either. And it's only for like a few videos, or rather a few clips. And I thought, why is it only these few clips? I don't really notice any different setting either. Really odd. Yeah. It feels like, yeah, people, like the internet is filled with more and more insane people, but maybe just because, again, I'm just reading too many comments. Like, I was following this guy who I thought that was cool at first because, you know, like anti-localization and shit like that.
Right.
Then he stands for Hitler, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I think there isn't part of like at some point probably is for the betterment of yourself to just get out of the internet.
It's just log off for a bit, man.
Because it really is true though. It's like the internet does not give you a healthy mind space.
Yeah, it feels like it's somehow worse now. Like, you know, because of how there's like moral grandstanding. Like the moral grandstanding is less effective the more people do it, and because of that, like the actual crazy people have gotten more brazen, because no one cares anymore. Yeah. That's how it feels like anyway. All Hitler wanted to do was fight central banking. Would you really call him a villain?
Sure, whatever,
yeah,
man.
looks at what to them. Yeah, that's all he wanted to do, I guess.
I fucking believe you. You know, like, there's always this, you know, the problem is, right, we live in an information of disinformation. We live in an information of disinformation. I'm tired, man. We're living a life of disinformation. And, like, a lot of us learned that, like, not everything that is taught to us in schools is correct, right? Yeah.
Some people take advantage of that and they go like, yes, everything you've learned at school is wrong. Here's how it actually happened, and it provides, like, the most flimsiest proof you've ever seen. See, the sky isn't actually blue, just like the school thought you. It's green. All the other things were false. Why don't you believe the sky is green, huh? And you should believe the sky is green. Come on.
I'm good, thank you.
I
have some better fix to work on.
So what are you working on exactly?
I don't know. Honkai Star.
That's a good thing to work on.
Listen. If I'm not cooming, how am I going to pay the bills?
Wait, but aren't the bills the game itself?
You understand?
Like, I'm probably gonna work a little bit on video editing, and in between I have 2 games I'm playing. I'm alternating between. One of them is Soul Calibur 6, and the other one is I'm gonna start Witch Thing R.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you can just play normal mode. Don't bother with hard mode.
I see, like what?
Not to hate on you for like telling you the game, but just play the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Learn the game, enjoy it, because later you can play New Game Plus on the harder difficulty, right? And experience a different game with new items and content.
Yeah, that's pretty cool at least. Honestly, I sometimes think I should like if I make a game, I should like design it so that there's like a hard mode where like a lot of things just kind of change as well. If you're wondering why I have an Uxie at level 100, I traded it over from the other game.
How did you get an Uxie in the other game at level 100?
Well, you can catch an Uxie normally. I just like, you know, you need. Okay, so I think it's for Reshiram and Sekram. You know what you need to do to get them?
Mm-hmm.
You need a level 100 Pokemon.
What?
I know. It's stupid. And normally, this was not a problem for me when I was a child because I had X and Y. And in X and Y, grinding a Pokemon to level 100 is a fucking joke. Anyone can do it. It takes almost no time. to grind the Pokemon to level 100 in X and Y.
Right.
But that's different here. You see, here, you don't have the same thing you can grind with. So, I said, fuck this, and I used cheats. I used the cheat code to level up Uxie to 100 to get them.
Oh,
I thought, fuck this. What a stupid requirement. You know, like, maybe that sounds touristy of me, but I always thought that, like, the biggest issue I had with, like, competitive and just in general is that how long it would take you to, like, get everything. Grinding to level 100 is a pain in the ass. Breeding is a pain in the ass. Sometimes even just getting the right natures and shit is a pain in the ass. EV grinding can be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Somehow not as bad as, like, grinding to 100, though.
I'm gonna be real with you, right? It's like, some things may sound touristy, but let's be real here. The amount of time I spend on grinding can actually put you off very easily.
It really does, because it's not like it's skill based or anything, you know?
It gets skill, you know, you get to the skill based portion once you're done grinding, but
yeah.
that's the tedium for me, right?
It's a waste of time.
You have nothing to prove if you grind it. Like, and fight me on this, any fucking person that wants to, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have nothing to prove by grinding those steps, right? It's the reason why they made it so much easier in the later games.
Yeah. If you ask me personally, besides hidden power, there's really no reason for IVs to even be a thing.
Yeah, I know.
Change my mind. Because IVs, right, they were important in the second game because, well, that's how we, make sure that Pokemon are different individuals and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I feel like Gen 3, that's already, like, different enough with abilities and natures, especially. I feel like IVs at that point already were not necessary anymore, besides for hidden power. Which you could also just easily change hidden power mechanically. It's like, some people will go like, oh yeah, but like, don't you feel satisfied breeding your own team of Pokemon? No, I'm tired. I'm gonna go home.
I am actually tired.
It's like, you know, it makes sense when you're a child maybe, but like, you know, I think someone should realize that a lot of adults do play Pokemon and, you know, we don't always have time for this stuff.
Because here's what I'll say, right? It was fun the first time, right?
Yeah.
Getting this satisfying team that I built up with all this hard sweat and tears, right?
Yeah.
But how much? But then I realized my team was shit, and I had to do a new one, again, and again, and again. Or you know what? I managed to defeat the subway with my teams, right?
Yeah.
Except for the multi-trainer one, where I have to play with two separate players, right?
Yeah.
And so each gets only 2 Pokemon, and you cannot switch between them. I cannot do that one. It's like you have to bring a gimmick that has to win, a surefire gimmick. And I've grinded so many gimmicks. And you want to tell me, yeah, you know, it's a lot more satisfying to beat the gimmick. No, it's not.
It's like, kids these days don't have patience. We're working 3 fucking jobs just to pay your pension.
I'm red pilling this the questions. I'm at least happy to know that I red pilled Jess on the pension question.
I can't believe I just believe it. Also, by the way, for Entei, Suicune, and Raikou, what you need is actually Ho-Oh, Lugia, and either Ho-Oh or Lugia in your party.
Right.
Also, in this game, they use the like time of day to determine which legendary you find. So, or actually, it really depends. Like some Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, for example, I don't remember at all. Some Pokemon show up at night, midnight, or like noon or like morning or some shit like that. Like I think itself, Uxie and Mesprit are based off of time. Some are based off of the time of type of day. So like some Pokemon show up on Monday, then on fucking Tuesday, then on fucking Saturday. You know, I have an emulator, so I can just change the time of day whenever I feel like.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on fucking Cresselia.
That was actually the wonderful thing with the DS too.
Oh yeah.
You can still, this is on the 3DS, so I think you can still do it too.
You can still do it on the 3DS, that is true. You got near replicant where you cannot do. No, you cannot do it. Oh, fucking do it. I feel like my sound is still kind of low on OBS. So like, my, what do you call it? A heat meter? A heat meter?
Oh,
what do you call
that's
it
a
in
bit
English?
Dutch, isn't it?
A warmtemeter is Dutch, yeah. But like, it was gonna be replaced with a smart one, but then, you know, the engineer is like, yeah, but that's not gonna happen because you don't have a plug for it. You don't have a plug in your meter cost in your like box.
Your home is not smart.
Exactly, my home is fucking ancient, man. Like everything needs to be replaced. I got like this fucking big ass leak in the pipes of like the hot water and everything, right?
Right.
The first engineer comes in, looks at it. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. I'm gonna call the other engineer. The other engineer comes in, looks at it. This is so fucking old, I don't know what this is. Calls the other engineer. The other engineer. Okay, yeah, this needs to be replaced. And then it replaces with a new one.
Thank you. I didn't need 5 other guys to tell me that. That it needs to be replaced, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it.
Also, this is Crescent Isle. These islands always randomly show up with like a random Pokemon. Crescent Isle is also one of those that are chance-based, where Cresselia is on. Basically, it just requires you to like restart. Like every time I have to turn off the game, go to the next day, turn on the game again until it shows up, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Now, normally the idea is that you can share your like game or your like idea with other people, right? When you like make acquaintances or you make friends. Are you listening?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So that's how you would normally get Crescent Islands. Would be eventually you'll get like many different islands per day instead of just one per day, which makes it easier to find. But you know, I don't have online connectivity. I mean, I think I could have probably tried, yes, but I think the servers are down now, right? Because of Nintendo filing a lawsuit against Yuzu and therefore also Citrus because they were the same developers. I don't know if the servers are still up.
Damn it. At the very least, I can't take away my citrus.
That sounds kind of dirty.
Oh yeah, it's an anime.
Not that citrus, the other citrus, you fucking donkey.
But don't you love your lace beans?
I do, but not when there are groomers. Except in some hentais, then it's pretty neat, hot. But only in hentai. Kinda. I would say I probably don't like the groomer as much as I just find the situation hot, I guess. I don't know.
Same here. I thought about it, right, when the story was being told, and one of the examples was, the teacher is caught with with one of the kids in the car, right?
Jesus Christ.
I was like, you know what? The only reason why I find that hot is because I'm imagining myself in the situation and not the kid. There's no other explanation for it, right? I'm not crazy for saying that.
It's a good thing you clarified that because it almost sounds. Nah.
It's only hot because I'm imagining myself in that situation. That's probably what every guy says when they say nice, right? It's because they see themselves in that situation.
That's usually how it is, right?
It's why we have a lot of first-person view pornos nowadays.
I just think it's like untoward to say when it's like a news article, though. You shouldn't say nice. And it's like.
I do get what you mean. The kid is like, I'm being used and abused by my teacher. Half the other guys saying nice.
What the fuck are you being nice? Fuck off! Jesus.
You dickhead!
You asshole. And then it will apply skill issue.
Skill. Oh, the final nail in the coffin. Because that guy's gonna beat you for saying that too.
That guy's gonna go to the gym specifically. Next time. I'm going to groom your face with my fist.
Oh.
I hate how like the term grooming has like become synonymous with like being a predator, because at first you would like grooming is something can just be like grooming someone's hair, right?
Yeah, you have to groom yourself at the very least, right?
Yeah, or you have children, you're probably washing their hair too, but you can't say, oh yeah, no, don't worry, man, I'm grooming my children. You're what? Yeah, I know, I'm washing their hair. Oh. Fucking.
Also, I was going to call the Child Protective Services there.
Yeah, only they are allowed to groom children, idiot. You mean wash their hair? Yeah, sure.
That's what they call it nowadays. Yes.
Anyway, with this event card, I can now groom children. What?
Damn it.
I mean, teach them table manners, you fucking dumbass. Holy shit, what were you thinking? Anyway, this is Latios that I got with an event. Which, how to get events is that you download the DLC. It basically is like downloading DLC, but like you're downloading the event off like a website, and then you're like using some kind of third-party app to like insert it into your save file. Also, like I know why the term grooming is like a predator term, like how it became one, because when when you marry, right, you are called to groom, right, if you're the man.
Right.
It's really, I do think it's a really odd term though, but like you're essentially just grooming your wife to be a wife, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
The original version of it isn't like malicious, right?
Yes.
Imagine being called a groomer and say, "Yes, I groom dogs. What's up?" And it's like, and the guy is unaware of the internet. It's like, I am a professional dog groomer. Get away from me, furry. What? I mean, I brushed.
Yeah, really. There are people that are very sweet summer childs, right?
Like, that one person is like, why does everyone hate maps? I love maps, they tell me where to go.
Goddamn be like.
What's up?
I've been seeing some more Pokemon competitive stuff, right, on the internet.
Oh yeah, neat. What did you see? What kind of grooming did they do
Full
to the
Corona.
Pokemon?
Full Corona's been banned.
Damn, what did he do?
Being too good with the heavy duty boots.
That's why you should never work too hard, Dennis.
And what was the other? What else was happening? You also have Darkrai, who apparently people are assuming, right? For some reason, Smoken has its own politics, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
And people are speculating that one of the people on top of Smoken was like trying to bring Giratina into the competitive scene.
What the fuck?
On purpose.
You mean in OU?
In OU?
What?
Darkrai, right?
Oh, you said Giratina. I was like, what?
My bad. No, Darkrai. They're trying to get Darkrai on purpose back into OU so he can spam his sleep game, so that they can ban sleep altogether.
That makes sense.
And so sleep is also now banned as a status.
Which is stupid.
Well, it is stupid in a way, but the reason why people have banned sleep is because it seems to be like a lot more less skillful and more chance based.
Yeah, but then you might as well just not play Pokemon, to be honest.
True. But that's ultimately how they justified getting rid of sleep altogether.
Anyway, remember this dark cave?
No, but go on.
Well, we went to this dark cave once, and we were both like, "Huh, there's nothing fucking here." Well, Heatran is here when you know you're done with the game.
All right.
It's the scorched slab. And Fanui is like, "Wow, I've heard the legendary Pokemon was here, but I didn't see anything." I'm like, "You dumb bitch. You could have gotten something good."
Something busted, you know? Somehow Heatran fell down to OU, right?
Yeah?
But then picked himself back up.
Well, he was always OU, though.
No, not in Gen 9.
Not in Gen 9.
Not in Gen 9.
What did he do in
He
Gen
was
9?
he was shit in comparison to the power, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he went down to UU.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so when they realized that, oh no, wait, we need him, he went back up.
Heatran is a very important Pokemon because he's a defensive Pokemon that's both a Steel and a Fire type.
Really is that strength in that steel and fire typing can be really strong in defense.
It's like, sure, he's weak to Earth, yes, but like, you can resist
why?
so many things, and he can deal with fucking tanky grass types, which are a pain in the ass sometimes.
It's you know, it's one of the few things where it's like, you know, you can shit all you want on Magnezone, for example, for being weak to ground a lot.
Yeah.
But if you're a good trader, you try to avoid that shit and plan accordingly.
Oh yeah, you have like usually have like a flying type or something else in your party for that specific situation. Like Gliscor.
Who I think was OU and maybe I'm crazy, but or wrong, but went back to UU or something, or didn't last for long.
Yeah, I think he kind of switches around a few times as well.
You know, it's like, honestly, they really did introduce a lot of overpowered Pokémon in Gen 9.
To be fair, Gen 9 is the most recent one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just we're not that far off. You did play the most recent one, remember?
Man, I don't fucking remember anymore. They're actually making a Legends of game for like Gen 6.
Yeah.
And they kind of probably bring Mega Evolution back for that one.
That's something I heard too, which is like people are all gushing about. I guess it sounds nice.
That's nice. So the gameplay still doesn't have abilities or like items anymore, does it? Like Arceus. I'm just saying. To be fair though, right? It has been a long time since we have seen like an actual new Pokemon game. Like actually, like it's actually not been like, oh wow, we got a new year, new Pokemon game. Instead of this new year, we make your characters ugly.
You know, I don't know. I was almost thinking, like, was it a bad thing that they didn't release a new game the same year?
I think it's a good thing that they don't release like new games, watch new games, but at the same time, I have hope because sometimes I don't even think it's like they have too little time. That's part of it. I also just can't help but think they kind of did this kind of suck at making games. What just said that?
You're not wrong. Well, that's probably me being a bit more being a bit salty.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, you know, I'm because I've been like a bit more into the Hoenn starter, right? I've been watching a lot of that shit on YouTube. And so when a new character comes out, you know what all the videos are almost like advertisements.
But
why you should absolutely pull the latest character. Come on, you know you want to pull the latest character.
Don't you
Do it, you bitch.
Don't you want to spend some money?
Come on, I know you want to. Play the newest character. Listen, the character isn't. We're still a week away from the newest character. Calm your horses. How will you know that the newest character is going to suck your dick clean?
I know, the newest character is going to groom you. What? I mean, brush your hair. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Brushing my hair is all A-okay, you know?
Specifically the pubic hair, what the fuck? So on a scale from 1 to 10, how hot is the character?
All of them.
All the numbers and all of the characters.
Yes. Oh, but there's one really adorable character, you know? You're gonna love at least its animations.
I've seen some of the characters that I liked. And I've specifically always seen, because it's kind of a meme, is this character going Kurin. They made a whole ass song about it.
Yeah, I know. She's great. Not like fantastic character, right? But she's absolutely great when when you find the right fight for it.
So who would be your favorite character?
The one that looks like Ilya.
Okay, so
with the giant robot guardian.
I don't think I've seen. Maybe I've seen that one, or maybe I haven't seen that one. I don't know if I have. Is this Mesprit? I think yeah. These are the elves. Or the elves? Pixies, I guess.
Yes. Lake Guardians, I thought was the name also.
Lake
or Lake
Guardians,
Spirit?
yes. The emotion Pokemon? I don't know.
Yeah, that one is true.
But you know, one of the variants of the anatomy of a gamer is the anatomy of a Pokemon fan, and it's like Vaporeon GF. Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Never ends.
That meme, whoever made that post is a genius.
Honestly, I think my favorite part is like, it's one of my favorite like add-on memes is the one with like anatomy of a gamer, dad, daughter, and then mom. The funny part is this was a reaction to someone like drawing, like someone reacting to the like GF original version with like, oh no, an adult curvy woman, oh no. You know, making fun of like the lolicon, so they would like replied with this like anatomy of a gamer family. where the like adult character they draw is now the daughter.
Yeah.
Man, the meme wars have been fucking funny. They also made another character called Anti-chan.
What?
So it's like an anti but like a cute anime girl. Where like Uo is like crossed out. You have like the Uo emoji that is like, you know, anti, like just. And she has like a baseball bat that wants to beat people up. I do find the memes funny.
At least that's rewarding, you know, or worth it.
Of course, there's also the one with the Elden Ring fan, and it's like Doll Wife. I think it's Doll Wife.
Doll Wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Doll Wife.
Yeah.
I will not answer. If just ever curious, I will not tell you why it's a Doll Wife.
I'm probably gonna find out if I play the game one day.
But it's absolutely adorable, though. Man, you know, fuck these spirits, though.
I've always had the shittiest luck with them.
You know how many balls I've chucked at them and at them.
Like, you know, you swear to God, it says it's about the same rate as all the other legendaries. You just don't believe it.
It's like those spirits. Absolutely, I think the worst one was Mesprit almost.
Actually, like
not Mesprit. I think Uxie was worse.
I needed to catch all of them to get the Alcor Palkia, so I needed to catch all of them in Alpha Sapphire, right? But I said, nah, I don't need to record it, because I'm gonna do it again in Omega Ruby. And I'm sitting here like, why did I just not trade them over? I didn't need to catch them at all in Omega. Like, why did I do that? I really, I had like everything, right? So I was about to edit, and I'm like, wait, where are the 3 pixies? And I thought, oh no, Jesse, you fucking idiot. You should have just caught all of them, you dumbass. Yeah, I did catch them, I just didn't record it. I'm like, why didn't you just record it? It would have been way easier. It's not like I get like a fucking completionist like achievement or anything within the game itself. Like, you know, I could have just traded them over. It's not like the game's gonna suck my dick if I fucking catch them in like within the game. Can you imagine the games being able to suck your dick if you do a good job? Like, how the fuck how would that even work?
That's simple. You buy the unfold, plug it in with an USB-C, and then there you go. It happens. They'll just simulate it. Yeah, I don't know how much you watch Akun, right? I've actually seen Akun's videos about the Honkai historical characters.
I haven't, because I felt like I would know too much about it or something.
Yeah. It's great though. But you know, it's so unhinged that I showed it to my brother, right? And it didn't matter if he knew what was going on, right? It was still like something to behold the complete unhingedness of it.
Behold, 5% of the Blue Archive power.
Oh man.
Then I swear to God, Mutsuki specifically, right, just like brings in the craziest Blue Archive fan. And I can understand why too. The Kufufu is just too powerful. It's just like, she is such a teasing little shit, you know?
Oh, this character.
Mutsuki, the one that like always smiles like a devil and goes Kufufu, Kufufu, Kufufu.
Are you going to play it?
I'm thinking about it, especially now that like the Railgun like crossover's out. I'm kind of considering it now. Kind of do wanna, yeah, like so. I might consider playing it actually, unironically. Maybe when, yeah, maybe.
Oh, good. Maybe you find a gold gem like how V has found his gold gem in Nikkei.
You know, Nikkei I think is not gonna be 100% for me because it's a bit grimdark. It's really funny though, isn't it? Like the actual story of the game is like, yeah, so girls' brains have been like scrambled, like girls have been killed and their brains have been scrambled and turned into robot slaves. And then the actual gameplay is like, haha, cute, funny, girls do stupid gun activities.
You've seen the April Fool characters, right?
Yes.
I've sent the clips of them. They're so fucking genius in what I'm looking at.
I'll just enjoy this. I'll just enjoy what I see on the sites. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, no, I'm just left wondering, and I don't know if V had said this to me, or I might have to go on the internet, right? Like, I can understand in a marketing standpoint why women and guns, right?
Yeah.
But in a story standpoint.
So why do we kill girls and turn them into robots?
And specifically teenage girls, you know? Not adult women or something like that? Wouldn't you think that having more women would allow for more, what do you call it, more human stock? To put it bluntly? Maybe I'm looking too deep into this. But still.
Be grateful they didn't they stopped at teenage.
I know!
Do you think Blue Archive cares? To be fair though, Ibuki is fair. I think it was Ibuki was her name. She's just too cute. I think even the fucking anti-Gehenna racist cannot handle her cuteness. It's like, man, I'm supposed to be...
Blue Archive.
It's Blue Archive. Yeah, there's this school in Blue Archive, right? you have some characters that are kind of racist, and then it's not really racist, it's more like schoolism, where, oh, that character goes to that school, what a bitch. So you have like Hoenn, which is like the devil school where all the devil girls go to, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I swear to God, Ibuki is so cute that you have some girls that are probably like anti-Gehenna, but then like Ibuki shows up and like, oh, but she's just too cute.
Yeah, I'm honestly, how can I hate this?
Yeah, like, she's just too cute. I just love characters with like the very overly long sleeves, they're just adorable.
Adorable, yeah.
I also like that art, the one with the art where it's like, Ibuki dwells like her, Sensei, and Iroha. And like Sensei's like, oh yeah, this is good art, where the fuck are the halos? That's just some context, right? But that's been a meme in like Blue Archive as well, where people have like are drawing like Blue Archive characters but forget the halo. So you have a bunch of comments going, "You forgot the halo! You forgot the halo!" That's where the joke comes from.
Dude, yeah, even the devil people have halos, yeah.
Yeah. It's an important part of their character design. If they, by the way, if they are like asleep or they're fainted, their halo disappears. Very important.
I don't know. But what are they then? Like fucking angels or?
I don't really, from what I understand to an extent, because I've only started watching the anime and I don't know too much of the story. But I think they were originally normal girls, right? But they made some kind of contract or some shit. Oh yeah. So I've been working so hard. I throw one random great ball for the shits and giggles. I get it. Fucking Pokemon, man.
That is Pokemon, yes.
But where was I? Yeah, so basically they get the halos where they then get superhuman powers. So they're shooting actual guns, right? But because of their superhuman powers and durability, the guns actually do very minimal damage to them.
Right.
Which is why they all carry guns.
This must be nice, be magical girls and all.
It's only Sensei that is human, so only Sensei is like vulnerable to guns.
But if he kills Sensei, we can get the bad ending, right?
Yes, actually, that's how the anime actually kind of like hints towards that as well. But actually, there's like a bad ending in the game. Not a bad ending, but like in the game, there's an alternative timeline where Sensei never got his job or never existed, right? And every girl fucking dies to horrible deaths in every single way. Because there's a bunch of scenarios that can go wrong without Sensei, and all of them went wrong in that scenario because Sensei wasn't there.
Oh, Roger, there's it. You could have stopped this.
I think one of them was, I don't know for certain because I don't know the full story, but I think one of them is Alice, actually. Like, Alice is this robot they find, right? It joins the game development club. I think there's an evil version of her that has recently been popular as well, I think. But this evil version of her exists as well in the bad timeline where she just kills a bunch of students as well.
Let's see. Interesting.
It actually really made me interested more in like Blue Archive as well.
Maybe you really should play the game.
Yeah. I've heard the story is genuinely actually pretty good, unironically.
Now it's like there's something that I can attest to right away. It's like Honka's story is also really great.
I can imagine, because I thought Genshin's Impact stories are also pretty good for the most part.
It's like the story's enjoyable, the characters are fun. There's like I feel like some bits can be a bit rushed or on the weaker side, right?
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm enjoying the story for all it's worth. It's just, that sudden kill of one character comes out of left field and interesting.
There's one thing I found with like Bloodstained Vision of the Night, which I've beaten by the way.
Nice.
I found the story a little bit weak. And when I think about why I found it weak, it's mostly that I feel like with certain characters we don't really have the time to really, get to know most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if I feel this with Alfred as well. Alfred is probably like a character I think the most of like, what was he even planning? Like what the fuck was he doing the entire time? I feel like he could have just simply said like, okay, so Miriam, I'm literally getting this book to destroy this castle. Okay. Like, you could have just said that in the very beginning. It's like, yeah, but like, wouldn't you have believed it? Does it matter? Just saying it will make her think about it, like, interesting.
Get time to work with you then. Or something like that.
Yeah, like, also, right, the whole game, like, gives you these books, right, to tell you about this guy who's writing about how he's gonna use a bunch of children to summon demons and shit. And then get surprised when demons are killing people.
Yes.
And I always thought it was gonna be Alfred, because, well, who else, what other character was named, right? But no, it was apparently, Alfred was apparently the friend within the story. And then I'm sitting here like, okay, so why do they then act so antagonistic towards Alfred, who clearly has, like, you know, helped them from the very beginning? Because from the very beginning, they act like he was the one who did the experiments.
Because he looked funny.
No, one of them is his pupil, so he should know. And he's the one who stopped Miriam from, you know, getting corrupted by, like, stopping time for her. Yes, put her in a coma, sure, but it saved her as well. I really do feel like, and you know, like, I think I'm also mentioning this as well because at some point, right, Alfred dies. And it's like, I should feel bad for him, but the game, as far as I was aware, like, the guy was responsible for the experiments, only to learn just a few rooms later that he wasn't. And I'm sitting here like, you could at least give me that book earlier so I could actually care about his death. Because I'm sitting here confused, like, why do people care about him dying? I thought he was an evil monster. Because the game didn't really give me the... It would be more interesting if he said things like... If he actually was like, I just want to destroy this castle, and then he leaves, and Dominique, right, who's the gaslighter, will go like, no, see, he's lying. He actually wants the book for himself to, you know, build up the alchemy, like, alchemy guild and shit. You know, like, then you'd have to, as a player, you'd be able to think about it, like, well, what is he really planning? But now this feels weak in comparison. Also, did Sunketsu really have to fucking die?
Yes.
I don't know, I feel like that just wasn't necessary.
I'm just saying yes because I don't remember why he died.
He died because Dominique was like, okay, I summon a bunch of hands. No, it wasn't Dominique either, it was Gregory. I have a bunch of hands. Why? By the way, to get the Algoropokia, you need 3 of the pixies at the same time in your party. So I've been watching, because I've started this anime like years ago and I decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna finish almost every anime I started. And this one is just like a pretty, you know, one-of-the-mill isekai. You know, girl dies from overwork, decides to live with like an easy-going life, right, as a witch in the other world, right? And you know, she kills slimes every day for 300 years. Which maxed out her level. That kind of stuff.
Right.
And you know, she also just live a simple life because, you know, she's now overpowered and like super helpful. She's getting popular, so like people are starting to shop in the zone. One dragon challenges her to a battle, for example, and she's like, man, fuck, leave me alone, I just wanted to fucking live a carefree life. At some point more and more characters join her, like her killing a bunch of slimes also like cost like 2 slime lollies to spawn, which actually became the daughters in the end. But one of the funniest additions is the fucking elf with the big tits. Because she's fucking stupid. She's worse than Aqua somehow.
It's interesting.
So they go to because our main character stopped a ancient feud against the blue and red dragons. She was getting a noble, basically a peace prize from the demons, right? So you know, this demon friend she has, like, says, hey, let's go to the demon realm and meet the demon king. Right? To get, like, the prize and shit for the ceremony the next day. And, like, you know, everyone is a bit worried. It's like, oh, the demon realm, but, like, they kill people. It's like, no, the demons that still wanted to kill people died out, like, hundreds of years ago. Don't worry about it. The only time they will kill people is if they do something very rude. It's like, oh my god, we're not safe. The elf is gonna fuck us over. And it's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like, you know, the Demon King, she is the nicest person. Just absolutely sweet. She will do no harm. Are you still listening, or like, should I pause?
Yeah, I'm still listening.
And it's like, so they go there, right? And it's like, oh man, we're meeting the Demon King. We need to watch out. And like, they go into the throne room. She's not on her throne. You have this little girl that walks up to them and goes like, hi, nice to meet you. And they're like confused, like, oh, who's this little girl? And like, okay, let's shake her hand. And then you got this elf that is shaking her hand with her. It's like, okay, we're sorry, but like, I need to really meet with the Demon King, because otherwise he's gonna chop my head off. And the little girl's like, oh, really now? She's gonna chop your head off, huh? Yeah, she's gonna like murder me and everything. And she says so many stupid shit till finally someone points out, hey, you know, that is the Demon King, right? And so she starts bowing, right? Like, I'm so sorry, I'm so stupid. And then, you know, the Demon King, right, comes down like, don't worry, I would never harm you. Like, she holds the hand to, like, the elf, like, you know, I would never do anything bad to you. And the elf, right, wants to, like, thank her properly. So she quickly raises her head and accidentally headbutts her, like, the Demon King's chin. And and the Demon King almost, like, passed out because of it. So now she's getting executed. It's like, how did you fuck this up? You this stupid elf, man. I've actually read that the amount of elves in anime has increased, that's like doubled in like the last 10 years.
I see.
Pretty sure that's because there's a lot more fantasy settings. They always need to include an elf in one fantasy setting.
Good. It's the best shit ever.
Best shit ever.
Yeah. They don't get easily old. They get big tits.
Or they are super small. It's either one or the other.
All the good stuff.
They usually have nice hair too.
Yeah, too.
They also have nice tree houses. And can do magic. It's either magic or firing a bow and arrow. So, like, am I crazy to think about this? But, like, I cannot really think of, like, many Western, like, fantasy settings where you have, like, beast people. Like cat girls, for example. I feel like that's mostly a Japanese thing.
That's where I'll be. And the West did lose a lot of things.
That's true.
But then again, you know what? When I think about it, the West might just go double down on the furry side when it comes to beast people.
Yeah, that's true.
They'll be like, no. If it comes to beastkin, they have to be a lot more animal-like and not this cringe anime shit.
Not this cringe anime shit. God forbid. Oh man. So. Remember when we did the Hitman stream and we said like Rutger, that's not a real name.
Yeah.
So the next day I immediately just looked at the news and apparently there's this politician called Rutger. I'm like, oh my god.
I guess it is.
Who would have thought? I've been shit talking a lot. You know, whenever you think this name doesn't exist, just look up random politicians, you'll find it somewhere. Sometimes you wonder how like more like uncommon names have like their origins, or if someone just like thought, you know what, it would be funny if I gave my child a really weird name. It would be funny. Ooh.
That's right. Does it increase critical hit rate?
It does?
Yes. So if luck ain't on your side, it might just backfire.
You know, there's so much modded Pokemon stuff I want to stream. Or like Pokemon roguelike or like a WOM hack. But like, I think, man, I don't have any time for it.
Pokemon roguelike is insane.
There are like 2 Pokemon roguelike games I've seen. Because you got like, they're both pretty similar to like what you can and cannot do. But like one of them has more of like traveling to it as well. Whereas the other one's just pure battles. I don't know which one you know.
No, probably of the pure battle one.
Yeah, I've just recently seen Shady Penguin play that one. It's like, it goes on, and like you have that called endless mode, and it really just goes on and on and on and on. Thousands of levels. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't like the idea of like some boss fights though, where you have like multiple HP bars or some shit. Like you have like divided HP bars, whatever. Think, huh? It could be a cool game mode, Game Freak, I'm just saying.
Freak having game modes, you're stupid.
I know, I like, man. Game Freak making a really good game now, we can have to. Okay, so when is the 100th Pokemon Battle Royale? on one hand, it would actually be kind of sick. Like, just imagine like 100 people having like a Pokemon Battle Royale with each other. That would be fucking nuts. But you know, with Game Freak's game engines, it's just gonna crash the whole game engine. Do you ever think Game Freak will like make a new game engine that will actually, you know, not break down from whatever they're making?
It means that they will have to have more people working on the game, you know?
They would have to have people either making their own engine or like asking for a new one. I don't know what engine they could use though. I don't really know what engines are popular with the Switch. I'm pretty sure Unreal Engine 4 is a bit difficult to do with the Switch. Otherwise they could have just gone for Unreal Engine 4. It would be pretty easy.
Will it be on the Switch though, the next game?
No, the next game is... Well, actually, we don't know about the Legends game that is like, you know, revealed. But like by the time it comes out, it will probably be not on Switch anymore. I'm pretty sure it will be on a new console. Right?
I think so.
I really want... you know, I'm not gonna buy the new console, but I am really interested to what the new console is gonna be. Man, it is Satan versus Monkey. Who will ever win this fight?
Monkey.
The monkey has one in this.
Easy. I knew it the second.
Have fun. Hi Dad, welcome to the stream. And I guess goodbye to the stream. I don't know.
Fuck, he has our sphere.
Yes. And he can't kill my monkey. Because the monkey is just too powerful.
You would think you would have already succeeded too.
He would have if he didn't do stupid shit like use Shadow Force like here.
Why would he be using Shadow Force on it? Oh well, you know, it's a wild Pokemon, it doesn't know any better.
Wild Pokemon do I do think it's a thing where wild Pokemon have worse AI, right?
Yeah.
It kind of
It's
makes
just, I
sense.
think, it's Darkrai who guarantee that you would think he would know better,
Yeah, like Legendary should probably have better AI. I feel like that's maybe a problem. It's like, a lot of Legendaries are treated too much like regular Pokemon when they should be like, Legends. Like the anime and shit always have like, oh, they're like the vice people and shit. Then
They
in the
know their
games they
shit.
are like,
They know
oh,
what's coming.
I'm gonna use Shadow Force on a normal type. And I completely forgot about Rocky Helmet, by the way. I was like, fuck!
Oh.
We did it, Dennis. We got Giratina. Yes, I think to get Giratina, you need both Palkia and Dialga in your party, if I remember correctly.
No, Giratina is the biggest, most massive wall in Pokemon next to Lugia.
Really now.
Yeah. The reason why Lugia ends up like winning is because of multi-skill. But if it wasn't for multi-skill, it's going to be like, yeah, Giratina would beat him.
So for these guys to show up, you need to have fuck, what was his name? Castform. Yeah, Castform. Castform in your party because he controls the weather. Makes sense. The weather Pokemon. Damn, not really. The Cloud Pokemon. Kinda. For the record, this is not in the order that I caught them in. This is in the order of, like, well, generations, I guess. Which is why you will sometimes see, like, Router at level 50 and then suddenly he's at level 70 or some shit. Yeah, I've really been thinking, I really want to do like Black and White and Black and White 2, but again, I think I've got plenty of other games to play this year, especially with Persona 5 being like a big one. Yeah.
Yeah, Persona 5 really is the biggest one though.
It is, because like we're like at the 5th stream and we just beat like the second boss of the game out of like 7. Or like, the 7 palaces, I guess. And there's more, there's more than that. Like, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a long one. I think, what did I say? How many streams did I say that was probably gonna be?
I have no clue.
Well, I remember saying like, well, if a stream is 5 hours long, right? And the game's like 120 hours. Yeah. It would at least be like 20 streams, and then it would be like 24 streams. Yeah, I said like it would be around 24 streams. So really, we still have just begun. We're already at the 5th stream. So yeah, it's gonna be a long one, like Octopath Traveler. Remember that game?
I do. I beat it. I almost beat it too. Almost.
What got in the way, Dennis?
The final boss is a pain in the fucking ass.
Yes, it is.
It's like I done it once, and then I was like, you know what, that boss rush, I'll pass.
It really is the boss rush that is like the worst part. The final boss itself is already kind of bullshit with like RNG. But then the fucking rush beforehand is not fun. It is a waste of time. Oh,
There really was no,
yeah.
no need to put that boss rush in there, but they did.
It really wasn't.
It really felt like we could have do without, you know?
Where was I? You know, I was surprised when looking back at like Dark Souls 1, and it's like, we beat that game in 8 streams. It's like, huh. You know, it's not that long, I guess.
Oh, it's Dark Souls 1 in a way. It is a pretty quick game.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you get this idea of feeling that like Souls-likes from Soft are really long games, but it's like, except for Elden Ring, I don't think there's not many of them are that long.
Yeah. You see, we'll go quickly through the catacombs at the very least.
I've got some, you know, I was trying to watch this person play the game, and it's like when he saw the catacombs, he was like, oh no, not this prison. I'm like, oh god, what's happening? What's gonna happen? I didn't see anymore, right? Because I keep it blind, but like, oh no, I'm interested now. What's gonna wait for me at the end of the catacombs?
Don't worry. The catacombs ain't no biggie.
I guess not.
It's like, you know, you're gonna get a bit lost, you're gonna get a bit confused. It's the usual, like, dungeon you're gonna explore, and then after that, you get the easiest boss fight in the universe.
Pinwheel?
No, okay. Pinwheel, not as easy as Pinwheel, but you know, it's gonna be easy. You're
The
gonna have a good
second
time.
easiest boss fight in the universe.
Yeah. You know, it's gonna be difficult because you don't know what the trick is, but once you know the trick, done. It's over.
I
The
have
boss
to really
ain't winning.
genuinely think of the easiest boss fight in the world. I mean, I immediately think of Toadman, but then I remember that in Dark Souls 1, like, Pinwheel just literally just dies by you hitting.
You can't really do anything, Pinwheel.
Like, he's somehow weaker than Toadman.
Now, Toadman is dangerous. You still need to pay attention. Pinwheel, once you start hitting him, you're winning.
Yeah, like, you don't even really need to dodge or move or anything, you just need to hit him. That's why a lot of people also just line up, watch towards Pinwheel and kill him first in the game.
Yeah, you get even a free benefit out of it too. Like what? Some way to increase the bonfire thingy.
Yep.
It's like it's just some people don't do it because the travel to Pinwheel is a pain in the ass.
It is. But you know, speedrunners know the travel by like, you know, in their head, so.
Yeah.
I do always like the legendary music in Gen 5 though. What is your like favorite legendary Pokemon team?
Giratina.
Giratina is a good one. You know, I find it difficult to really choose. I kind of don't want to count an Ultra Necrozuma one.
Oh, come on, it's worth it.
But it is really.
If it's a good one, it's a good one. It's a good one. Don't be like that.
That is true.
I love Giratina because of the
spooky
effect it
vibes.
gives. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. That's also why I like that team. I just like how this song sometimes can get very slow for a little bit and then like immediately just pick up again. I don't know, I just really like this team as well.
Man, you really are just like rushing through all of them. What was again the stipulation for getting these guys?
You need cash for me in your
What do you
party.
need? Right.
And for the Landorus, you need both Thunderous and.
As per usual, he needs his boss to be around.
Yeah. So in order to catch some of these, you really do need to trade with like the other game. But that's fine. It's actually not that difficult on Citrus, you just have two separate Citrus instances, or rather you have two separate Citrus maps. And I say maps, I mean files on the computer. Those maps.
Oh man, I don't really follow where those, see anything.
Well, you know, it's just that, like, that has been a conversation at the beginning of the video. I think I should clarify. Most of the time, though, I think you can just say map and people will like, oh yeah, you know, a map. Like, you know.
All of those.
The normal version of those words. Just like when I say, I don't fucking know. What's a word that's become weird?
That's a every word at this point become weird.
It can be if you try hard enough. By conversation, this is like, you know, the conversation of everything has just gone downhill as time went on. Ah. God damn it. You're not supposed to be that strong.
How are you doing this? You need to be stopped.
This affects scary armor. Scary armor does not fear the Landorus. So I've also like, you know, on the topic of like watching anime that I've like started like years ago and just never finished. I finished Akabe Sailor.
Well, before that, I'm curious though. When you say that, did you then just rewatch the entirety of that anime?
No, I just finished what I watched. Oh, in terms
So
of like the slime isekai, yeah. In terms of the slime isekai anime, that wasn't so difficult because I only watched like 2 episodes.
Right.
Akabe Sailor was like, I only watched 9 episodes, so that one was a bit more difficult to like, I'm like, what the...
Wasn't that the show where the younger brother slaps the ass?
It's a sister, but yes. The younger sister slaps her ass and goes... I like it because she does it again, and then it's like, when someone asks her, like, what is your favorite part about your older sister? She slaps her ass and goes like, the sound that this makes, it's like, stop doing. I do like... You know what I can say about the show, right? Like, at first I watched it because I thought it might be funny. Then I kept watching it and it was a bit more... It is a slice of life in its most pure form, right? Like, it's not a comedy, it's not a tragedy, it's not sad, it's not action. The animation is pretty good, but it's like pure slice of life. Like, the pure... Like, take the genre itself, right? Just one thing, just in the most pure form. And at first I thought maybe that was a little bit boring, right? But then I get to like the end and I really think about it, right? And besides just watching it for the visuals, I started to think, I started to appreciate the story a bit more, because the story just is about this one girl who like grew up in this elementary school where she was the only student, right? She was always alone, but she's very extroverted, right? She finally goes to this high school and shit and makes a bunch of friends by just being friendly and doing a bunch of stuff with them, which also in turn makes them friends with each other, right?
Yes.
And I feel like this is like the most positive version of like a slice of life anime where you just see all these characters kind of defending each other, and then ending in this like, you know, very wholesome like performance at the end. Then it makes you like kind of, you know, like the bonds they have created with each other. Even if I thought the anime was a bit, you know, normal or some, I guess I don't know how I should like call it, right? If I felt like the anime didn't really have too much happening, I look back at it and just kind of appreciate it now, because it really is like the slice of life in its most pure form, right? Like it just takes those little bits of like life, makes you think about it, like gets all these characters doing a bunch of stuff. And then you like look back on it and think, you know what, those were probably happy times for those characters. And you know, when I think about it, yeah, I didn't have that bad of a time. And I do think the show does look pretty good on the TV, especially.
Yeah, no, it did seem pretty.
Yeah.
It's all okay.
So, yeah, I guess I was pleased at the end. But it definitely isn't for everyone. I don't think. I think people, you'd have to like really appreciate like slice of life in its pure form if you want to like the show, I guess. But let's say you're sick, right? And you just can't handle like intense shit. You know, not a bad thing to watch.
Into intense things to watch. How intense is this anime going? How intense are animes nowadays?
Well, it depends on the anime, really. Like, if I'm sick and I have a headache, right? Like, I'm not gonna watch Jujutsu Kaisen because I need to follow all the fucking action they're doing while talking about their ability. How if they do 500 poops in one night, they can do one giant slash attack.
You know, at some point that anime it started to get blurry with the animation too, right?
Yeah. I love this theme as well, because it feels like... I don't know. It feels like what happens when I imagine a terrorist attack or a dragon attacking a city, I just imagine this theme playing.
Right. You think Sekrom is more of the fuck you dragon?
Yeah, basically, fuck you dragon.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. So, did you see that one vid where not Sekrom, what was it again? Zygrade goes apeshit and becomes perfect.
What goes apeshit?
Zygrade.
I haven't seen the video. I've like seen you post a video though, but I haven't seen it.
So this guy is now, you know, making it out to be that Zygrade just goes completely AWOL in his power and then becomes a threat to Unova.
God damn.
Just the fact because he's perfect, you know.
They literally went with the full perfect cell arc and everything. It would be funny if Zygrade also started the tournament.
Yeah, what will it be? Zygrade Zy Games.
Zy Games.
In other languages, it means it's pretty boring.
Zy Games, man, they are kind of dull. Like, you know, it's just... You know, it's just one... It's not even an arena, it's just a dirt patch. You know, I'm thinking of some jokes. I'm thinking, you know, I've made too many bad jokes in this stream. Let's just move on. Here's Reshiram. He's gonna Reshiram your butthole. God damn it!
That's actually the most tame thing you said, that's by far.
That's literally the most tame thing I've said in this entire stream. That's not entirely true. I just said Ibuki is cute. That's a pretty tame thing to say.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely tame.
You kind of just want to pick her up and just cuddle her, you know?
Yes.
I'll give her all of the snacks so she stays smiling. Here's snack.
Actually, now you're already now you're sus. I don't know why, but sure.
But I just like spoiling cute girls and make them smile. What's wrong with that? It would be a different story if I said, hey, I've got some snacks, but I have even more snacks in this white van called Rescue Van. It's gonna Rescue Van your... No, please, stop. Now, I don't know if the short was fake or not, like, the short seemed pretty fucking fake to me, but it was this one YouTube short where this guy went to, like, this woman who was like... do you think that if a kid were, like, if, like, someone tried to, like, talk to your kids to, like, join them or some shit, that the kid would follow, and she was like, nah, I told him to never talk to strangers. So that guy with his puppy towards the kid, right, that goes like, hey, this is a puppy, and the kid's, like, petting the puppy, right, and he was like, I've got a bunch of puppies in my car, do you want to see? And then the kid follows him, and the mom is like, what the fuck?
All I'm saying is you should really keep an eye out on your children.
Honestly, it's super
No matter
difficult
what.
because you don't want to be a helicopter parent, but you know, it's like it only requires one shit day, right?
Yeah.
That's what I always say. It's like easier to like build something it's easier to destroy something than to build something, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it goes really with everything. Like it's very easy to do terrible things, and doing good things takes quite a bit more effort. Like you can have like 50 million positive experiences, and that one bad experience will just bring you down. Sucks. Sometimes all it takes is one. Just one. We got the Rescue Ram. Now we can Rescue Ram some
cats.
I don't know if that's an improvement. I don't know if that's I don't know if that makes. I don't know if that's a. I feel like that is kind of sus, Annis. I don't know. Not your sus. Take that, saucy baka. How about I throw you in the Rescue Ram to jail? The Rescue Ram to jail.
It only gets worse.
Like I cannot make good jokes. Hold on. I need to go to my joke list. How about your Pokemon go to the hospital?
Oh, he did it, Hillary.
How about...
Don't imitate her. She is terrible in jokes. Very, very terrible.
How about your Pokemon go... get some bitches? How about you... How about you... I thought that maybe you should stop doing things, Annis. Because we're playing as me, you know, like... So, Annis, if I, like, accuse you of being bad things, you're automatically bad things, right? That's how it works, right?
Yes.
I can't believe, Annis, that you would have a white van with 3 Roxadies on it.
What?
What
do I have on it?
3 Roxadie CDs.
Oh.
You know, you can't just lure boomers into the van, Annis.
I mean, you know what? It's probably better to lure the boomers than the children.
What are you gonna do to lure? Why are you gonna lure boomers in?
Simple. So they're distracted. I'll go with the kids.
And I thought more so that you go the brainwashing route, and then, like, you know, they'll listen to the orders of the boomer, right?
It's not necessary.
So I thought you're gonna like make the boomer watch or something. Like, what do you do with the boomer once he's like, or is the boomer just gonna be in the like the van and then you go like?
It's gonna come along, and then suddenly wonder how he ended up in the situation.
What you don't know is another white van showed up.
Oh no, competition.
And, and you know what it said? It said free uncensored video games. Do you take the bait, Dennis?
Quickly, we need to cancel him on Twitter.
So you won't,
Well, I figure out that
yeah? So you won't take the bait.
I will cancel him on Twitter because he said some sacrilegious things.
Uncensored games? No.
Yes, and while I'm figuring out how to cancel him, I'm gonna go eat some food.
Alright, don't get cancelled while eating the food. So, while I'm catching Curium, how about I do something else in between? I need to eat an apple. Yeah. I've returned it with the apple. I accidentally clicked. Man. Honestly, I thought that Curium would be caught already by now, but now he's not. I don't think this apple is particularly very good either. Might be fine. I feel like a lot of apples nowadays aren't really as good as they were. A lot of products aren't really fresh anymore either. It's been shit for a while now. Apple like cutting ASMR, apple peeling ASMR. It'll take me a while. Ah, yo. What's the next Pokemon? It's not a Gen 6 Pokemon. No, Gen 6. What comes after Curium? Oh, is it the Three Musketeers? Why did I do them later? Yeah, I do hope that I don't really need to pause. Or that Dennis will return before, like, we just don't really want to pause the game. Because the stream is already gonna be 4 hours long. Like, man. This video's 4 hours long anyway. This is also really why I wanted to, like, begin at, like, 6. Because I knew like this is gonna take a while. This apple was completely like misformed, like deformed and everything. Like what the fuck happened to this apple, man? What did I do to it? I don't really know too much of the Three Musketeers when it comes to competitive. I only know that like this one is in I think it was in OU. Actually don't know anything then. It might even be UU. I'm pretty sure it was OU though. But I remember him fucking me up quite a few times in competitive and like got that. Oh, not this one. I say that, but I also remember him actually not being too difficult to deal with. Because he is pretty predictable, I guess. I got the fucking Terrakion, let's fucking go. Pretty close to the end, we just need to get the Regis later. Dan heb ik Vorizion. Yeah, Soren Vorizion was the hardest to find as well in Black and White. Could have remembered, I don't believe it. Man, I'm only thinking of just more stupid joke variants of the White Van. And they're not even, at this point it's not even just like loot jokes, at this point it's fucking like and other kind of types of edgy jokes instead. Yeah, at some point you think someone would put more effort in and this alternate between colored pens or some shit. Oh. Why a white pen? Why not a black pen? Very exciting content with this, I'm pretty sure. Ah. Yeah. I really do wish days were like twice as long, because I would love to stream more often as well. That's why I would love to take the time to make more videos rather than just streams. But it takes quite a bit of effort. Especially when I'm also like juggling with this and writing. Right now I'm just getting so much done in terms of writing as well. Like I basically just have. I mean nowadays I don't just do chapters, but I do like in between chapters as well. So like yeah, I got like chapter 13 and then chapter 13.1. Some of them are still quite a bit long and some aren't as long. But I basically got one of those ready for every like week at this point. But I just wanted to mostly write one chapter per month. But then I thought, yeah, but like this Ninja War arc is taking a long time. Like it was supposed to be 2 chapters and now it's... Well man, it's actually 15 chapters, not even counting all the extra ones. Holy shit. Like I've just started writing chapter 15, it's crazy. To be fair, like I have like lessened the word count on like the chapters, because at first it was like I could go through like 30,000 words in one chapter. I'm like, man, that's not one chapter, that's a lot of shit. Gotta keep it like between 10 and 20,000 words per chapter instead. But it also really depends on what is being included within that chapter. Nowadays I kind of like separate them between the extra point chapters. And usually make the main character chapters the original full ones, but even that one is not entirely true, because chapter 15.3 I believe is gonna be like back to the original like main character's point of view again. I just don't really want to like change perspectives in like a single chapter itself. Like I would rather prefer like that being clearly separated. I've only really started doing that within this arc as well. Like it's a new thing I'm doing. It's after I thought of doing that after like reading Tenken and seeing how they do that as well. I'm like, oh, that's an interesting way to do first-person perspective. To like, you know, because normally you'd have to leave all of that information out of what's happening besides the main character, and I hate it. I'm never writing first-person ever again. Never doing it again. I wouldn't say never, but like I'm not gonna do. I prefer not to do write first person ever again. Thank you, I'm good. There are advantages. It's just no, the third person perspective is more my thing. I also especially like writing down the thoughts of what every character is thinking, including villains, rather than just what the main character is thinking. Yeah. Sometimes as a writer, right? Like you know exactly what your villain is thinking and why he comes to the conclusion he's coming to and why he does the action he's doing. But then you're the reader, right? Like, then I proofread it and I was the reader, and this was like when I was very early on beginning, and I was reading this. It's like, why does the main villain not just do Y or X? And it's like, I know why, but the reader wouldn't. So the reader is like, what the fuck? You could have just done X. And that's when I just started writing down the thoughts of every character, because it's like, you know, okay, so that's why you come to this conclusion. Okay. Not that that shit does just use it as an excuse to make them do stupid things, but it really depends on the characters. Some characters are not as smart or are just like in a state of stress or some shit. They'll make stupid decisions. But has to be. But that also has to be pretty clear. Oh. That intimidates hit him pretty hard. We got about 2 hours and 3 minutes left of this video footage. I know the veggies are gonna take a bit of time, but I don't really know what else took up so much time, because I don't think the Elite Four and the Champion was that long of a fight, but I don't remember. But yeah, we're halfway done with the video. I think we got him this time. Yo. Height 6'11". Maybe 6'11". Crazy. So yeah, we need to catch a Velikant and also a Walmer. Because we need to do these two Pokemon. This is also the part where the audio got desynced. Of course, I had to resync the audio. But you know, when I was playing, when I was like editing, I noticed, oh man, the audio is disconnected. Fuck, it's desynced. But yeah, you need Velikant and you need Walmer per se. That's the only way that you gonna like open the puzzle and the doors and shit. I don't know why. Those specific Pokemon, but you need them. Then you need to follow this specific road to get to open the doorways to the veggies. And this only appears, I think, if you actually have Velikant and Walmer. What was his name? No. You don't need Walmer. You need this evolution. You need Wailord, so we need to evolve him. Actually, he's like one level away from evolving, so like the one where Kenny will actually work out. But yeah, Wilmer. What a stupid name, Wilmer. I got a Wilmer. It's gonna be my right pen. Be Wilmer. What the fuck, man? Wilmer. Oh god. I'm gonna trick Team Aqua and Archie into joining my van. I'm gonna call my white van Free Water. It's so fucking stupid. It's not even a funny joke, it's fucking dumb. Free water. I'm selling fucking Archie water in the ocean. To be fair, it is clean water, which is different from ocean water, to be fair. He was thinking like, did I do something wrong? Did I mess up? No, it is Ennis who was wrong. I mean the Shield Chamber. From the Shield Chamber. The Shield Chamber. I'm gonna like fucking open the gate to darkness. So first you need the Wilmer to evolve first. So you need to... Oh no, like, you can dig the first one, but like you have to do something else for it. Yeah, you can dig the first one. But here... You need to just... Give Wilmer a rare candy so he evolves. You don't need specifically this, you just need a Wailord. I kinda want a fucking Wilmer fan now. Like I just want a fan made in the style of Wilmer. Like the front is just one giant Wilmer head and the rest is like a fucking blue like body. Then has like blue wings on top. Free Wilmer. Free Wilmer. Hashtag Free Wilmer. Anyway, we need the Wailord and the Velikant. And then the stare at this for hours. And I cut that out, right, the waiting. But normally you have to actually wait for like minutes and then it will just break open. Yeah, you actually have to wait for minutes. I'm not joking. Like in real lifetime, you have to wait for minutes.
Oh man, you're gonna summon my favorite monster.
Your mom?
The one that makes the craziest noises in the movie.
The one where they become the Terminator for the whole movie.
Yeah.
I do like the veggies though. They have always such a mysterious, what the fuck is this vibe. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Have you seen the like OST where there was like the co-opted veggies where they're like half broken and everything?
Yeah, I did see that.
I think that one is pretty cool too. Anyway, you have to like specifically walk a specific route and do like a specific HM.
Do you still need to take Relicate and Wailord?
I don't think so, but I didn't want to chance it, so I did it anyway. Like, you know, these are one of those things where it's like, you would never get this on your own. Like, you need the internet for this one.
It's supposed to be brown! I'm 7!
Well, if you're 7, then why are you not in the white van? And as you know, in the past they also used to use, instead of white vans, right, they use white carriages, right? And the carriages are specifically made for different kinds of people, right? So instead it would say 3 N-words on it.
My favorite shit.
In Japan as well, right? There was a time where they had to like hunt Westerboost because how dare they not submit to glorious Nippon, right? So they also had like white vans with 3 burgers on it.
Oh, of course.
Damn it! They did too good of a job.
You know, Regigigas was a great defensive option in the Gen 3 meta.
But Regigigas didn't exist in Gen 3.
I bet. Not Regirock.
I think.
Really something you would.
I don't think it was as funny as Giratin as an OU now, what?
No, it wasn't even on purpose, that's the problem.
I know.
Both words! That's the fucking problem!
I know.
But really, though, you know...
I can imagine his stats were pretty fucking, like, I think his attack stats was pretty good, and his defense stat was also, like, very high.
The other insanity, I guess you could call it insanity, was the fact that for Gen 3, Rock-type Pokemon were legitimately great offensive options.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Well, if you know what's.
I guess when Gen 5 came out, honestly. Or probably Gen 4, really, with the physical special splits.
Yeah.
Because before that, like, you know, people were more, I guess, what do you call it? Throwing around spikes, spamming Sandstorm, and, you know, having a lot of raw,
you know,
using Aerodactyl and Tyranitar.
Being mostly physically defensive, right?
Yeah.
They were weak to fighting, but because of how physically defensive they are, that might not have mattered as much. But now, so at first it was mostly water types and grass types that fucked them, right? But now that's different.
Sandstorm. I think really, like, Sandstorm kept them really strong in Gen 3.
I can believe that.
Yeah, legit, because of Tyranitar's permanent sand, like, you really could just go and fuck up everything.
So are Ice types still bad in Gen 9?
They literally somebody won VGC with a snow team.
But is that like an exception to the rule, or is that like, is it like?
It's because they're legitimately good too, actually.
Okay.
Like, but it had to be like there was some good strat with them, but you had to also like somewhat have the right environment for them. A bit of an interesting one, to say the least. Like, Articuno absolutely kicked ass.
Yeah?
And part of... Yeah, Articuno, actually. Legit.
Damn, it's crazy.
Yeah, you would think about it, how this guy that won the game fought, right? You use Ninetales, Alolan, to set up Snow. Snow is changed from Hail, where Snow doesn't do damage like Sandstorm does, right?
Yeah.
But instead, it increases the Ice-type Pokemon's defense by 50%. You then add on to that or Auroraville, which is Reflect and Light Screen combined. Less effective, but you know, you get both defenses up by 33%.
Yeah. Oh, by the way.
So that.
Sorry.
Yeah, you go on. Why Cynical?
Yeah, exactly. So, why Cynical? So here's the thing, right? One thing that I think is glitched as well is normally, right, when you beat the game, you actually get like the Gen 2 starters, right? Yeah. And then after you beat the Dragon thing, the like Rayquaza side quest, you get a Gen I think the Gen 4 starters. And then after you do the battle mansion, I believe you get the Gen 5 starters or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason I seem to only get the Gen 2 and Gen 4 starters. I haven't really gotten the Gen 5 starters at all, which is kind of weird to me. Like, I don't really know what I did wrong in that respect. But yeah, that's basically all there is to it. And I thought, fuck it, I have Syndical, why not? He can chill. And now he's just gonna have a bunch of levels.
Because fuck it, I can.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna tell Ennis that I would like to give Syndicals pill snacks to make him happy. Then he will think I'm a dog fucker or something. Apparently.
You aren't?
I hate to break it to you, Ennis, but no. You know, Ennis, I know this might sound like a weird idea, Ennis, but like, if you want to give someone snacks, that doesn't necessarily mean you want to fuck them.
No way.
Yeah, I know, that sounds crazy, but like, that's how it is, yes. To be fair, Ennis, I gave you a potato chip, I didn't fuck you, did I?
No, thank Lord.
See? I'm at the exact level where he evolves to, that's the funniest part. Perfect. So Alice, did you use any food items on any of the characters in Starville?
How so?
Well, that would make you want to. That means you want to fuck them, don't you? Ah. Yeah,
No,
call them.
did. I fucking did.
Wait.
Not fucking them though. That's impossible. But I indeed fed them.
I bet you fapped a woman.
Wait, is that supposed to be an insult?
What does he mean by that? Clearly, Ennis, you want to feed women, so therefore you want to fuck them. This is my only conclusion that I've reached.
You know what? Yes, but that's true.
Oh, you see, that part is accurate.
Of course. If I, you know, how am I supposed to fuck women if I don't feed them? Let's be real here. It would be crazy.
Yeah, but like, is it normally the woman that's supposed to feed you?
Yes, but you know, I'm providing the food, so it's mutual.
It's a mutual feeding and then a mutual fucking.
It's a mutual exchange, you know, between the two.
But if you had
it all makes sense.
If you had but if you had a dog and you fed him, what does that mean?
Well, you see, like that's some wise words. Some blue flame said at some point. You might not want to fuck all of them. Contrary to what Arknights thinks.
Wait, does an Arknights food equal fuck?
Apparently, because I don't know what YouTube thinks, right?
Mm-hmm.
But YouTube swears I'm a furry. YouTube swears I'm a furry. I don't know why, but because of that, Arknights comes with a new ad, and at first it was get her, and her, right? Get all the waifus. And then it changed its tune to furries.
And as I think you need to ask your brother some harsh questions.
I don't think it's him.
I think
he watches women. He watches women on my YouTube.
I think he stole your phone and he removed all the history when you weren't looking.
I swear, both my brothers are not on my YouTube account, and they both watch completely. My sister, fucking hell. She. I'm certain none of them are degenerates.
But do any of them feed dogs?
Given the chance, they might.
I don't know, that seems pretty sus to me.
Damn it. I should have known better.
So you might be wondering, what am I doing in this cave? Well, you see, this is where Steel is at. first you have to stare at this painting. Then you have to stare at this painting. And you have to stand here, in the middle of the room. Or like in a specific spot of the room. You have to stand in a specific spot of the room and use fly.
What? Why?
I don't know. Like I said, right, you really need a guide for these because there's no real logic behind any of them. Man, I think I've edited out like 4 hours worth of content for this video. It was nuts. Dennis, what do you think of my new video game called White Van Adventures, where it is your job to catch the most hottest woman?
You know, there is this thing where I notice oftentimes there are some things where you think it's really hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's only hot because mainly you're fantasizing yourself in such a situation until you realize, wait a second, this is fucked up.
Well, and sometimes you call it the post-nut clarity.
It certainly is a post-nut clarity.
Sometimes, you know, what I sometimes have is like, oh, this hentai or this other thing I looked at is hot. And I look at it again a second time and like, well, actually it isn't at all. What the fuck?
Oh, that must be horrible. It's like, you have the why not. Why? Why did I come to this?
Sometimes. Honestly, though, I noticed by myself, though, that I just, like, I guess I'm just turned on by terrible situations. Like, if I look at, like, like a normal series or something, or, like, real life, I'm like, oh, that's terrible. But if it's a hentai specifically, it's like, wow, that's hot.
Sometimes it really becomes that meme, right? Oh, that's hot meme.
But, you know, similar to, I guess, how people like Yonder is, right? Because it's like, you don't want someone to actually murder your mom.
But man, I wish that was me.
Yeah. And I always assume that, you know, that's the whole point of fantasy, right? Like, you fantasize about things that just cannot happen and shouldn't happen. But there's a part of you that kind of wants it to, like, wants to experience it, I guess. Or something like that.
Sure, he's fantasized about it.
Yeah. But that's why you should always separate fantasy and reality.
No! Unacceptable. Why would you suggest such a thing?
Oh my god, it's a Persona fan.
Fantasy and reality, they're all interconnected.
They're all interconnected.
You see, if you want to fuck your teacher in a video game, you're just disgusting.
You want to fuck a teacher in real life too? No, it means that you think these relationships are acceptable IRL! Like, no. Like, some women, for example, have, like, you know, rap fantasies, if you know what I mean.
Some men have the fantasy of doing the rap battles themselves.
Yeah, but women have, like, the rap fantasy of getting rapped.
Getting rap owned.
Getting rapped.
Owned in a rap battle.
Getting owned in a rap battle. I'm pretty sure there's some woman who has it as a fetish, like, you know, the rapper is, like, owning her. And then well, before putting the dick. But, you know, I mean, like, some women have the fantasy of, like, getting rapped, right? But obviously they don't actually want to get rapped IRL. If it were to happen IRL, they'll be like, Jesus Christ. Oh. Right?
Yeah.
You know, like, sometimes the things you want to fantasy is not something you want IRL, right? But, like, a lot more often, actually. It's because in that fantasy, like, everything is idealized.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in that fantasy,
Exactly.
you know, in that fantasy, you're gonna think of, like, how good the rapping is gonna feel, when in reality, it's probably not gonna feel good at all. Just like, I fantasize about going to a beach sometimes. Now, that's a pretty tame fantasy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wanna go to a beach and have fun with friends. You know, like I see in anime. You go to the beach in real life, and I'm like, it's fucking hot, I'm tired, I don't wanna be here.
It's lame. You know, I look out of shape. It's horrible.
By the way, for Reggie Ice, to get him, you need to just stare at the wall for like a few minutes. I'm not joking. I don't actually know how many minutes it was, but I caught it out. Also, Reggie Ice is not the only one here. Reggie Geekus is here as well.
Really?
Yeah, and you know, to get him is also really, really fucking odd, and I'll show you once we get Reggie Ice. I do love this team as well, though. The Reggie team. You know, in Pokemon it would be way easier, right? I could have the White Fan with 3 Pokemon on it. And there's no police force to stop me.
Except somehow Team Rocket comes after you.
How does
Oh, free Pokemon! That's
Team,
nice!
You know, Team Rocket goes after you, right? Like, you don't really they're the villains, but you're so evil that they somehow, like, do the good thing. And then you get fucked somehow. Yo, and as you know, I collected so many dogs.
Oh.
I had a white van, and all it said free dog tweets. I also have another one with cats and free catnip. The only difficult part was opening the door afterwards, because they were pretty fucking nuts. Never buy a white van with free catnip on it, and it's a bad mistake.
You know, catnips really are the most funniest thing when you think about it.
It really is crazy. By the way, if you can also collect dolphins this way, just take a white submarine and write on it 3 pufferfish.
I have to ask about the free dolphins. Do you mean those gacha game players that like?
No, I mean actual fucking
spend
dolphins.
medium amount of monies?
No, those are whales.
No, they spend medium money, not all money.
Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about actual dolphins.
Very big difference.
I'm talking about sexual predators. Oh fuck, that doesn't really separate the two. I'm talking about intelligent sexual predators.
Intelligence. Oh, are you intelligent?
It's a dolphin. Dolphin is known for being intelligent and also being a sexual predator. So, by the way, look at Gigas. I don't know why I didn't show it. What the fuck? So, we need an item that's like related to ice, like the never melting ice. And you need to give it to Reggie Ice, and you also need to give Reggie Ice a nickname. And then you have to like go over here with all 3 Reggies. You only need to do this for Reggie Ice.
Alright, game, I understand. Reggie Ice is your favorite Pokemon.
Apparently, according to some lore, something that Reggie Geekus considers like Reggie Ice his favorite son or some shit. That was the reason, apparently. I don't know what it is either. I'm just gonna assume Reggie Geekus just went with a white van with 3 box in it and gathered all the Reggies. So Ennis, now I collected so many Jews.
Oh.
I had a white spaceship with free banking on it.
God damn it.
This is also how I collected Mexicans. With a white van and free Goku merch.
No, it makes sense to be honest.
You know, like, if I go with these jokes, you know, they kind of become, like, typical. Like, oh yeah, now I go to Arabia and I go with a white van with 3 goats on it. Didn't see that one coming. Like, Ed is not even reacting. That's how lame the joke is. You see what I mean? Like, now we get the joke already. The joke's over.
I mean, that's classic, you know.
Classic. I collected Latino moms, Ennis, with a white fan with 3 sandals to punish your children in it.
I was almost thinking more about like a free alimony.
Free alimony. But that's just women in general at this point. Ennis, I found a way to collect the teenagers. 3 abusive boyfriends. Works every time.
I think you mean specifically teenage girls at this point. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, you know, I'm not allowed to say, you know, the separation between genders anymore, and that's not allowed. Listen, I might be an evil groomer rapist, but I am not. I am not transphobic.
I'm glad. At least you're nipping the transphobia in the you know the words.
Yo, Gigas is also considered the worst legendary ever. Because his ability is stupid.
His ability is absolutely stupid. You know how you can somewhat make him better?
How so?
You give what was that Pokemon's name again? You pair him up with a Medicham. And then proceed to use what we give Medicham again, the ability to switch the abilities. Medicham gives, you know, takes slow start, and now it's pure power for Regigigas. Doubling it, you know, doubling his attack stat and keeping his speed normal now. But it does rely heavily on Medicham. Because of how much it's a core piece, let's put it like that.
Notice there's like a lot of like anime games releasing like on phones and on PC that I think, wow, they look interesting, and I think, yeah, but it's a phone game, isn't it? Because not like a gacha game.
But somehow phone games have like good story quality, you know?
It's also like they just have, it feels like they're more free to do like whatever the fuck they want for the most part. Never mind, you know what it also is? It's like with phone games, right? You don't have to like spend so much money on like graphics or some shit, and the market doesn't expect you to spend a lot of money on graphics. I feel like it's something you can actually be pretty cost effective with, right? Compared to like PC and consoles.
Yes.
Especially consoles. Because, you know, in the Japanese gaming, the Asian gaming market, right? Most people play either on mobile phones or on consoles. And, you know, like Nintendo and Sony still, Sony and Microsoft, all of them have like standards. You know, some would say standards only for those people that don't have friends, though. Let's be fair here. But, you know, like there are lootness standards only for the Japanese or the Koreans and the Asians, I guess, in general. Anyway, with Spiritomb, you just kind of like want to look at your item and then turn around and like, wow, he shows up. It's crazy. You know, and it's got a problem with a bunch of flies on his car. I got a problem with a bunch of flies in my bathroom, and I'm starting to notice, like, man, my bathroom is fucking dirty. Jesus Christ.
How did they come?
I don't know how they came in. Actually, I think only one of them came in here, and they sort of started laying eggs or some shit. So it's like not just fucking random flies. It's like one fly in a bed and a bunch of his fucking children. I'm like, you know, like I don't want to like kill everyone inside, but like, could you like leave? Like you're going to die eventually if I start cleaning things, especially if I start using bleach. Going for a ferry? No, that's a ticket. Alright, it's time to go to the battle resort.
No, don't go to the battle resort. You just get you get scarred for life.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just gonna have to do it. Oh, it's my white Fen victim. What?
But I feel like this guy's probably a lot more badass than we think.
Well, how does this one little kid just run over all these people? Interesting. But it's that
Yeah, he needs a lot of help with the guard. Oh, it's in the guard.
Yeah. What an honest kid. Oh, these people are doing stupid things. Like what is that kid? Ah ja, scamper vertreden op een stap, T-Bar, the crowd of there, so the thing guys, what do you hear? And that little one there, he's one of your friends. He only passes by, but I felt a real fire for battle here, there. He must be some trainer. Looks like I'll get to take on the both of you if I keep battling here. Vahaha, looks like it will be a waste of time after all I came here. I gotta say, it's been weighing on my mind since Utopolis, but I know you know, if you lived in a slightly different world, it might have been me and my crew that you'd had to stop. And it's funny you say that. It might be the right work of every Kyogre to try to use its power for yourself, you know? I'd like to go there if there's a world like that. Oh, sounds fun. Ah, nonsense. It's nonsense, of course. It's not like there could be another world out there just like ours, eh? That's why we dream, right? Because we know our dreams can't be real. Ah, but since we did get to run into each other, I think I'll give you this. Math! Yes, bro. Oh, we got a Sharpedo Knight. Doesn't sound very good. See you then. I remember when Gogura does not know anything about Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
So she started asking if there's like a shark Pokemon, and they literally just say Sharpedo, and she just like is very focused on the pedo part of Sharpedo. It's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? No, that's his actual name. Oh, okay. As in Torpedo.
He's a torpedo, you idiot poop face.
Well, I mean, Gogura's a little bit stupid. Let's be he's a little bit. I think that's fucking funny though.
It is.
Finally, our Pedo can Mega Evolve Sharpedo. God damn it. It never fucking ends. Ah, the sky's nice and blue. Wow, incredible. You too. Do you want to join my white van? No, please. People must.
Also with these vent peoples nowadays.
They're everywhere, aren't they?
Where do they get all the vents?
Like, who is selling these vans anyway? Honestly, yeah, like, I have to question, like... Yeah, because it's a stereotype, obviously, but I sometimes kind of wonder where the vans even come from. Or rather, like, when did it become, like, common for vans to just, you know, be that kind of van?
I can't tell you.
Like,
it's like, I think that just somebody realized, like, this meta threat and just, like, yeah, this
like,
is what I'm going to use.
I'm pretty sure it's not popular anymore, right? With how often someone will just look at, like, like plates
Who
and
will
shit.
see a fan and be like, yeah, this ain't trustworthy.
Well, it's more like, you know, you got like number plates and everything, and everyone's gonna check that out, or like photograph it and like call the police or some shit. You can't just hide the plate either, or else you'll get like arrested too, because that's legal. Yeah, anyway, so there's a few trainers with very high level Pokeball around here. Aside from that, there's also just a bunch of things you can buy with points for competitive battling and shit. Here we've got the first guy with the white fan who's about to fuck us. He has pretty strong Pokemon. He's a poison type expert. Perfect for making sure you go numb when you get inside the van. He's also rich, which is how he bought the van in the first place. I think we should stop with the fan jokes. I'm just not a fan of it anymore.
I mean, I wanted to be a good one.
Yeah, too late. You gotta make your fan jokes while you can. You know, you have to keep fanning the flames of war. Yeah, I'm going.
I'll get back in here.
I go over to Xehanort. I caught him in my van. Pre-darkness. It's a black van with white letters on it this time. You know, and I also caught Goblin Slayer with a white carriage with 3 goblins in it. He killed.
I don't think he's obsessed on goblins to get them for free. He'll probably like do a terrorist attack and burn your fucking van.
That was part of the plan, and that's how I caught him.
I see.
Maybe what I'm gonna do with him. I'm gonna gaslight him into fucking a goblin.
I don't think he's gonna win.
I don't know, man. Those ones in like Sunken anime go pretty hard. I'm joking. I'm not into goblins. Unlike Fosh, I guess. I don't know. Oh right, that's.
I mean,
that's right.
think about it like this: if they look human, like they have the human aspect that like we like about anime kills, right?
Mm-hmm.
It becomes a lot easier to like them.
Oh yeah.
But if you go for Goblin Slayer ones, no, absolutely
no.
fucking
I get it. That's why I'm
goblin.
bringing one from Slimecon anime with me.
You know, they're also reasonable.
Yeah. Man, fucking Posh, man. He literally like was discovered for like Wally hentai, and then he was like, no, it's goblins, I swear. I don't know. Okay, what should I say about this one?
It's just impressive, honestly, how he dodges this shit.
I'm more impressed how he dodges like saying things like, oh, we should make what is it? We should make ethical porn for... Yeah. I don't know what his plan was, man. Like, what the fuck is he thinking? I don't think he's thinking at all.
Absolutely something retarded, like we should make it easily more distributable so that children get, not hurt. But that the process of making this shit already hurts children, so you can't really do that. And last time I checked, our favorite PDF files are not into age play.
No.
Or lollies, actually.
Only thought, like, listen, like if they were into the lollies, right? What I've seen is that they would like fucking edit shit all over that shit.
So you're already dealing with a tough crowd, and then you want to like make it like drugs, right?
Yeah.
You're retarded.
You are retarded. You know, it's like I've seen it on Pixif only lately, but like there's been some that were like trying to like there are some that genuinely are trying to like use like lolly art or some shit, and it would put like the the fucking map pride flag over it or some shit. I'm like, man, fuck off. But on Pixiv, they don't really get challenged as much because I just don't think that many people like.
Either see or care.
Yeah, or just like there's a lot of Japanese people that don't know anything, right?
Hmm?
I think there's a lot of a lot of Japanese people don't know English, so I think a lot of them just don't know. But it also just shows to me exactly what kind of people they are, right? Like they are also the kind of people that have no artistic talent at all. Just plaster over someone else's work. Steal someone's shit. Make AI art. That's all they do. Pieces of shit.
And then change skin colors to fix things.
Listen, if I just change the skin color, it will totally be different, guys. Well, probably my biggest reason why I would never consider changing over to Pixiv from Sunken channel. It is funny because now with that, Sunken channel has more motivation than Pixiv. I prefer that more motivation.
It's funny because you probably would have been a bit more on the lenient side if this wasn't your experience, I guess.
Yeah, if I were I honestly feel like they should go harder with banning things. Because it's I would more. I think there should be more incentive to not have any of these people on here at all. I don't think anyone wants these people anywhere here.
Yeah, I'm not joking, really. That does seem like it's some sort of shift from what you probably used to think.
Well, you know what it is, right? You see, it's you think something is fine for a bit, but you start seeing a bunch of cockroaches walking around with it, and you don't want any cockroaches walking around with it, so you gotta think, well, listen, if this is the source, then maybe we should, make
nip it, you know?
Yeah, just lessen some aspect of it, because goddamn. Because the last thing you want is all of those fuckers to just roam free and shit all over you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of it's just kind of like gatekeeping, right?
Yeah.
Because at first I would be lenient with that too, anyone can join the fandom, but nowadays I'm like, no. Fuck off.
We've seen what happens when we let anybody join the fandom.
Yeah.
Warhammer. It was always, the company was always folk, but it finally done the most hilarious method, to put it simple.
That whole thing was
right?
funny too.
Yeah, it's they're women. Yeah, they're women now. Why? It's not in the lore. Well, it always was in the lore. You're lying, though. Shut up. There always were. Love it. Absolutely love it.
I'll see, the things I've mentioned, right? I think these people have a breeding ground or some shit, and they're slowly infecting all the websites. Because even on Hentai, I thought that was safe, right? Because I've never seen any now I've seen Uvo posting and oh my god, that is that's oh my god posting, right? Right. But now literally I just go on an hentai, look for random literally just random fucking hentai I just randomly find. I look at the comments. And it was a pretty large chain of comments, right? At least the people on hentai are mostly sane, but literally I see someone going complaining oh, this lolly hentai is not realistic. What the fuck?
The fuck are you on about?
And someone is asking, did you see the real thing? What the fuck? At least most people commenting in hentai are what the fuck, dudes?
Dude, get outside. You're on the wrong side to care about this shit.
And it's also the latest one I saw was someone saying shit seeing real stuff or something like that, and someone else just replied asking oh, so can you tell me more about this real stuff? And I'm basically no, please stop talking about it, go fuck off. This is
exactly.
Yeah, I just don't want any of this cancer to be here. But I feel like they've gotten more brazen over time, which is also why you see them on Twitter or something as well. I don't think I've seen them on Twitter as much though. Probably because I get banned way quicker.
Yeah.
But yeah, you really do, you see a map pride flag immediately banned. I think it gets immediately banned nowadays as well on Sunken channel. At first it didn't, but I think it also gets immediately banned.
Good.
And I think the sooner Pixiv also immediately bans that kind of shit, the better. Yeah, like I said, I would normally be more lenient, but you Just like you don't want antis, you don't want these people either.
You know, I think probably the best way to put it is after seeing what they have done in any fandom, right? And we're talking about just the ideologues, right?
Yeah.
It probably is for the better that we just get rid of them wherever they are. Just straight up. Or how the Romanians suggested it. Just make your own like a fan club, basically.
You can only. It's better to make your own community, really.
Then to try and corrupt the, take over the one that's already been taken. It's impossible.
Or just join a bigger one in general, because like at the end of the day, they're all gonna be people that have their own interests and do random shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can only really just make your own little community. Yeah, just like how in Genshin, for example, you have a bunch of like psychos in it, but like I can have fun with my own community about Genshin if I just wanted to make one, right? I just have to fight against a bunch of people constantly, but that's okay. Do I do?
Are you playing the Hydro Traveler? It's so not meta. You idiot.
Oh man, if it isn't the antis, it's the fucking like. Oh my god, why are you not playing Genshin competitively? It's a non-competitive game. You fucking nugget.
Probably the most single player game that you can think
like,
of.
Like literally, it only has co-op sometimes. Where it has co-op events sometimes, and it barely matters.
Exactly.
And I'm glad for that, because fucking Digimon VMX was not fucking casual. It was not co-op. Oh my god.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It wasn't good. It was not good. Basically, it's either you fail or you die.
I love
it's good
Honkai. I love
Locker. It was taken here after seeing a white boat with three detective stories on it.
For him, the white fan was Jobs.
Anyway, he's lost his memory. He's gonna keep his memory lost for like a while. Also, somewhere in this area you find like a Team Aqua Guant, a Team Magma Guant secretly dating, and they were about to fight you for like finding out, but then it's like, oh no, okay, it's okay. And then you go to their boss who says like, no, it's okay for them to date. I'm like, okay.
I didn't answer really if it was okay or not, but good to know.
Did you like it? If you want to change it, you can change the music again. Man. So, I guess Epstein's Island was like sold or some shit, because I did send you that video of that guy, like that journalist, like trying to like sneak onto the island and actually almost succeeding.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, there's like the one temple or some shit at the top where it was like underground they did like a bunch of genius shit or something, but we will never know. Because they probably like removed a bunch of things from there as well. Like they have already renovated a lot of the island as well. I don't even know who owns the island now. I don't know if you know what to do with it either. There's just a bunch of security on it though. Maybe it makes you wonder what is happening there. Like what happened? Really?
We will never.
It's also surprising. I also like didn't know how empty the island itself was as well. Like there's just a. It seems that there's just like the temple there at the top, but that's kind of it. There's probably a lot of shit that's just on the ground.
It's probably the main attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it makes sense.
Also, apparently they did say satanic rituals as well, but like again, like that's something we just have to like. I don't know. We'll just never know, I guess.
Belief, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we have to at this moment just believe whatever the outside the world is saying, and
I just believe they're evil.
Probably the easiest solution. To be fair, you know, when you have a plane that's called the Lolita Express.
I mean, funny part is I don't even know if the plane is actually called that. I think that's just what a lot of people started naming it, and it's just kind of stuck.
And I wonder why.
It's like, man, what could they possibly be doing with that?
What could they imply with that?
What could they imply? Now the funny plot twist would be that they go on the plane and it's just a bunch of fashion, lollipop fashion. There's a bunch of dresses and that's it. That would be funny.
That would be funny.
I wish life would be funny sometimes, but no, it's just like it's depressing more often than not.
You know when it's funny when it has this weird humoristic moments which you would start like how does this happen?
Exactly.
Right? I had like that one time where the George Floyd mural, for example, got like, you know, struck by lightning. Right? It was hilarious. It's like, wait, how? Wait, what?
I remember when Johnny got struck by lightning in the game. Come on, Zeus! You don't have the balls! Immediately lightning strikes on Johnny. That was funny. I laughed.
I think that the other beauty was getting hit by 3 meteorites at the same time in the game.
That was also fucking funny. No, it happened. Something like that happened again in the actual Lethal Company playthrough in like SGB, where Johnny's like, "Fuckers, keep fucking walking. We're gonna get hit by lightning," and then he died by lightning.
Oh, I was thinking for a moment that Elliot got hit by lightning again.
Guess I wasn't the only one who changed my profile picture. My mom has changed hers as well. What the fuck? I decided I should just get a new profile picture. Like I've been hanging on to like the last one for a while. I was first thinking of going for like just Tenkin, but I thought, I want something a bit funny still. I think Gintoki, like, you know, not drinking is drinking, it's just falling down as he goes like, what the fuck? That's my face most of the time. I feel like that's more accurate. So yeah. Also, I'm happy to hear that apparently like 100 Girlfriends is getting a season 2 at some point.
Crazy.
That show was funny. The main character won by fucking the mom. I'm kind of joking, but not really.
You know, it's like that's the ultimate win for some stories. It really is.
Basically, the mom just kind of comes in as like an antagonist, right? Because she's like, "Ah, yes, I would never let my daughter be with this 5-timer. I'm not going to fucking do that." And she's pretty obsessive with her daughter. And she's also crazy because she had like a boyfriend in middle school, but like the boyfriend was about to die, so she implanted his seed into her at the age of 13 and birthed her daughter and shit. And like, what the fuck? So she's actually 30 while her daughter is 16.
You know, why not the weirdest thing?
But then, you know, like the main characters have like this whole plan to sneak into the mansion and get the daughter out of there, but they get caught right at the end. And then, you know, that's when they find out that no, actually the mom is supposed to be your soulmate too. And, like, they look at each other and fall in love with each other, right? And it's like, so that's how we win. We make the mom into a girlfriend as well.
Damn it.
And like, you know, like at the end, like of episode 12, it's like, I'm gonna meet you, like, you know, I'll see you again someday, right? Like they'll leave, like leaving and shit. Next day, she buys his whole school.
She buy? Oh shit! What? How?
She is rich.
Oh, I see.
And she's like,
I guess it makes sense, you know, when you're 14, you take somebody's seeds. You have to be rich to be able to pull that shit off.
No, she was 30 when she took the seat.
13.
That was crazy.
Yeah, but maybe she was from a rich family. That's how I justify it.
She is from a rich. She's like mega super rich. You know, like I saw the bait coming from miles away, but I do find it funny that kind of went with the bait where, like, at the end of like episode 11 had a special ending and everything to signify that the main character is gonna bang the mom, and then the next episode it's like something completely different. Though it kind of seemed like they were banging at first. It would have been funny though. Hey, here's the like couple I was talking about. The Team Mac Gorgolix, the team. You know, I'm starting to think about this, but why are all Team Aqua people tanned?
Because they're in the sun.
But why not the Team Mac? They're literally in the same place though. It's because Team Magmas are always on the ground, is that it?
Yes.
Sure, okay, fine. Someone's going to come chasing after a couple of runaways like you, then why? How did he even find us? You know, you think, besides our leader Maxi, as he came here too, I could have guessed some reason. He never misses a detail after all, I'm sure you. And our Archie's just the same. He's testing himself against fine fans of animation. Look at the good look at our. I don't think he's bothered all for some runaways like you. That's how it is, huh? You know, to be honest, I came here to bring you back, but it looks like I shouldn't have bothered. Just take good care of her, yeah? You mean. Well, Wonders never cease to think that little Miss Magma would arrive at came at the same conclusion. And that's how it is, so yeah, you're free. Be as happy as you can be with a fellow of yours. They have to share a pretty thin bed. But I guess that's fine with them as well. Let's spy on them. You kept us waiting again. We both decided we should go back to our teams. We've decided to go each back to and we're thinking about maybe we should help mediate things between them. Even a couple of constructs have managed to. Okay, the rest is not as interesting, I don't think. But, so, Ennis, you know.
Yes.
Why do the Pokemon streams have to often be the loot ones? Like, I need to know.
I don't know. It's just fate at this point.
Yeah, I guess it is. I feel like the stream is a lot more unhinged than the first Pokemon stream. I think in the first Pokemon stream it's just like, I can fuck everything inside.
Yeah, we did somehow go into some weird debate.
This one on stream is basically White Fan Chronicles. You know, like, if we're talking about weird stuff anyway, right? So, I think a while ago I saw some anti, like, you know, opening up a Mushoku Tensei book, right?
Right.
And they were like... They, like, go to the page where, like, you know... Rudius was, like, talking about, like, you know, his past, like... You know, it was, like, the very beginning where it's like... So, I skipped... Like, I got fucking... evicted by and beaten by my brothers for like skipping the funeral at for my parents to jack into some lolly porn. That's all I did.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about like how can people say this thing is good? Look at how foul this is. It's the vilest thing I've ever read. And I'm sitting here like, well, I mean, you know, he's supposed to be like kind of like the bad, you know, he's supposed to be kind of like the bad person in the situation, right? Like that was kind of the point. Is like, well, he's a kind of a piece of shit. That's why he gets evicted and like. You know? I think if this is the vilest shit you've ever read, clearly you haven't read a Stephen King book.
I know, right?
The sewer gangbangs demand it. You know, I'm thinking about it, right? We're always talking about the sewer gangbangs, and then the Jews show up with the sewer secrets.
The sewer adventures, yes.
Stop calling every sex an adventure, Ennis.
Oh, come on, we don't know. We don't know they had like
look away from the camera, all like sophisticated, and go like, every sex is an adventure, you see. And then the wind will blow with all the leaves blowing around, right? This guy's talking in Japanese for some reason. I don't know why.
Because he's Japanese.
Yeah, whatever. Sure. You know, you do seem to like have people that are just like just stupid, right? They can't read something and think, oh, clearly this guy's man, you know, the thing that this guy has done is considered bad, or something like that. It's a little weird. Like they read that first that page of like, oh yeah, no, I skipped my parents' funeral to look at lollipop, and then I got evicted and beaten up, and it's like. Pretty clearly, the author is trying to paint the character in the beginning as like being kind of a piece of shit, right?
You know, there's a problem I had with that. Funny enough, too.
Yeah.
There's one scene where this is web novel only, and it's removed too. Basically, like it was removed from the web novel later.
Mm-hmm.
Where Rodius has apparently placed the camera on his knees so he could spy on her, right? Or peek. That's only the web novel, right?
Yeah.
And then basically, some guy was like, "Oh my god, that's disgusting, right? I don't understand why you people read this garbage." And I'm like, wait, no, but this the whole point is that Rudius, this is Rudius's absolute like lowest point,
yeah,
right?
He was a terrible person before he got reincarnated. That's the whole reason why he died to begin with. You know, he flunked his entire life, and died.
And then there was also some positivity in it in the final moments of his life where I was like, no, I'm not letting myself like go away like or no.
And I think it's because of that moment also that he, when he got reincarnated, he probably thought I should be a somewhat better person.
Yeah, when he threw himself into the van.
He's still perfect after all.
Save those youngsters.
Yeah, he's still perfect after all, but at the end of the day, I think also like this is one aspect to his character. And it's not always seen as a positive aspect either. You're just like how Paul is also considered scum because he fucks women so much.
Because yeah, exactly.
People seem to not understand that like there's a difference between a character having like being all good and being like the good parts of him and having some negative traits as well.
I think the problem is that we just, for some reason, it's like it's the usual problem we have where they think that the character obviously
when he doesn't.
So and also that this means that if the character does things, the author obviously tells that he encourages us to do it too, right?
Which is never the case, I don't think.
Like literally, Rudius being scum isn't endorsement by the author, but for some reason people believe it is, or the crazies believe it is.
And no matter how many characters argue against it, it doesn't matter. Like you cannot just convince people apparently that no, the character is separate from the artist. No, clearly the same thing. What are you talking about?
I'm never allowed to actually write like an interesting character drama or something like that with this bullshit.
You can't write a moral. It's really odd how they are like against moral absolution and shit. Or like they're always about moral relativity, but the moment you have a morally relative character, they go like, "Oh my god, is he supporting X?" I'm like, "You guys are dumb. You don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah, you got absolutely. Am I really not allowed to just have something more like? Can't my main character not do a bad thing and be seen as the bad guy? Wait. He's supposed to be seen as the bad guy. It's just you guys are crazy.
Like another way I could say, could my bad character not do a bad thing or do bad things and then later realize he was wrong and do better?
Yeah.
There's no like, because I think like on the one hand you could say Mushoku Tensei is also a story of redemption to an extent as well.
Yes.
Because like even when he was Rudius was the new character, he was still not perfect, right? Like it's just that he grows older, maybe like does more things. And also grows as a person after some time as well. Like it's not like he's gonna go after Aisha or Nora, what's her name? Noran?
His sisters, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like he's gonna go after his sisters or anything, I think. And it's being awfully silent today.
Well, no, I have nothing to say there. It's just you pointed out, you hit the nail on the head. He's not going after his sisters.
No. Instead, someone else is doing something weird with his family member. I don't remember what it was again.
Which is also removed from the web novel.
I can't really say if it was for the best or not, because I haven't read it. I don't even really know what
It's,
to do that.
it's you know, it's like I'll just say it right away. It's like Rudy's sister, half sister,
Yeah.
decided to have some nice alone time with her niece. No cousin, no niece.
You know, I guess some things just run in the family. I guess I don't really know how that
Some
works.
things just run in the family, it seems.
Wait.
And she's the maid, by the way. So.
Wait, hold on a minute though.
Well, she's the maid, and that niece is the boy, and he lives in the same house. So,
how does it run in the family? How does it really run in the family if that was like old?
Like mother, how the mother tried to lure Paul by being naked and leaving the door open.
Ah, I see. I guess that one's in the family. I'm actually talking about the niece part, but in Japan, like cousins fucking is legal there. I guess you can marry your cousin, so I guess they think that's normal or something. I don't know. I actually don't know how normal that is considered in Japan, despite it being legal. You know, the amount of times I see like, like Sword Art Online, Kirito and like Sugiya is like not sister, because it's actually his cousin and shit, and it's like there's so many hentais I see where it's like, oh, we're not blood related, we're cousins, not brother and sister, and I'm sitting here like, I don't think it works that way. I don't think that makes you not blood related though.
Absolutely does.
What are you talking about? Anyway, Elite Four. I picked the best Pokemons from both Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and of course I had that scary armor in my team. Because he was pretty good until I realized he could have been better. I had my two starters in. Diablo. Why do they call him Diablo? I don't fucking know, man. I think of like Diablo Jumper from like Sanji, and I thought, man, I don't want to call him Sanji again, so I'm just gonna do Diablo. So, I do like Mushoku Tensei, right? Because I've been watching the new season is out and everything. And I just like, see like really is having a good time, right? Just getting married and everything. And the comments are like usually just filled with a bunch of like, oh man, I can't wait for something completely horrible to happen. And then I got spoiled.
Of course. It's not that it's just straight up spoiler of what's going to happen next.
Yes.
Right? That's what it is.
It's straight up spoiler. Like, oh yeah, Rudius loses an arm and Paul dies. I'm like, oh, thanks. I guess I don't.
Oh, fuck you guys! Come on.
I guess I don't want to watch it anymore. Then I'm gonna keep watching, but like, man.
That really ruins it, though. That was such a fucking important scene that you know it now.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, the funny thing is that on that side you can tag your spoilers and like hide it and everything, but they didn't even fucking hide that one.
It's not important, don't you know? It's just his dad dying. Who cares? Am I right?
Hey, loses an arm. It's dad. I'm pretty sure he can just repair the arm, though. To be fair, I don't know.
The arm is the least of his worries, honestly.
The dad dying is
just
kind of
man. I was so excited too for whenever that season comes and Jesse can talk about it and be like, "Oh my god!"
But no, I got spoiled on that one.
It sucks, man. It really was like it was such an amazing. Like I got spoiled thanks to the cover and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I had all of them downloaded.
Yeah.
But I was like still excited for it. So still, how is it gonna go? How is it gonna come? Such a great scene, man. The death and all that, and it's like I was hoping for you to at least be able to avoid that shit, but leave it to the internet to just spoil whatever you can.
I think the worst ones were Attack on Titan, though. Like, I don't know what is wrong with them, but they spoil literally every aspect of the story, every time, in every episode. And I generally stopped watching that one because I thought, not only is the wait time long and the names are stupid, But I started thinking, like, you know, from my understanding, the whole like ending and shit is gonna be shit anyway. Why should I bother watching?
Again, taking away from the great adventure maybe you were going to have.
I don't know. When I heard the ending, I think it may be good.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the thing is, right, people that say that the ending sucks, right, they actually have reasons, and when I hear of people like, no, the ending is great, I never hear a single reason of why.
They're not doing a good job, though.
No. That's why I think Attack on Titan almost has one of the worst fan bases ever, like, holy shit. It is like that combination of being overly popular and just having a bunch of normies watching it, and the people that are snobs think it's like the best thing that since Jesus, and think like, you know, those that watch Attack on Titan will not poop anymore, like they're too perfect for the toilet, I guess.
It's pretty impressive, honestly.
Ah.
I don't know what they're eating.
People, I guess. Okay, Ennis, I call it a way to defeat all the Titans. First of all, I start with a white fan. And inside the white fan it says 3 people. I got another idea, Ennis. We need to capture Aaron. So I got this white van with free genocide on it.
How do you make it free?
Well, does he know?
Wait, what?
Ennis, listen, the free candy is not like... Listen, Ennis, the white van doesn't actually have free candy in it, right? So there's also not an actual free genocide. It's all a trick, Ennis. It's a bluff.
Oh. Right. You know, I'm like that meme where, you know, you have the guys on the PC and it's like, oh man, I'm so stupid.
That's not Smash Brothers, this is anal sex. If only I knew. Now that's one anime I really want to watch, but I'm probably just gonna watch it anyway, even if the subtitles are absolute garbage. But there's one anime I want to watch, but like the subtitles are so bad. Or at least like I've seen some bad things with the subs where they just like put meme translations in it, like POG. I'm like, ah, fuck off. But I really do want to watch it. Not like 16-bit something or something, but it's like about this girl who like is a game developer, right? But she goes back in time to the 16-bit era or something, and then she makes games in the past as well. And it sometimes influences the future where certain games didn't happen. So shit went wrong in the future. Like for example, when the West like started making visual novels instead of Japanese, and all the VNs are shit now.
No.
I think I might watch that one. It seems pretty funny. And I really recommend Dungeon Meshi to you, actually. I think you would probably like it. Like the first few episodes.
I've seen some clips, I can imagine.
Yeah, it is pretty funny at times, but it gets pretty dark by the end of it. But like, it's like a kind of dark where there might be a ray of hope in the end as well. So I think that's something that you might enjoy.
Yeah, there's some in principle that I do enjoy, yes.
I generally thought it was a good show. Or it is a good show because I'm still watching it.
Because it's ultimately why I did enjoy into in a way, what was it called? Berserk. Even though it was so fucking dark at times.
It was darker than your mom's anus. What?
I think the benefit of like stuff like that, right? In general speak more, is that there is a struggle, right? Mm-hmm. That seems to be that you can overcome. Is probably what I enjoy about these things.
And that's why you play Dark Souls.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is just Dark Souls now that I think about it, because you died too and we get revived as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this way is just Dark Souls with a party. You know, I'm gonna just prove that like fucking Enigma is better than Dustnor here.
Come on. You're using Eviolite.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I can use it and he can't.
Yeah, this has been proven for so long though.
He cannot use Eviolite, so he sucks, Ennis.
Yeah, that he does.
Imagine evolving and getting worse.
It was only potentially decent for one fucking gen.
Looks at Mega Garchomp.
It's all because of the speed drop, and it's all because he still doesn't have any HP. Or any good, go attacking type, ghost, physical ghost moves.
I don't even get Dragon Dance or anything.
But hey, you got Skill Shot.
You know, I think like my first kind of journey to Rule 34 when I was a child was because I was looking Pokemon OST up, and like the Pokemon OST YouTube videos would always have like very kind of loot covers. Like this gym, like this Elite Four member is probably one of the first ones I remember. It was just her dancing,
Right.
Very like she was doing a fire dance, but like there was like a bunch of sweat on certain aspects of her body, and you had a bunch of like Pokemon around her, but like. I was like, man. And then there was another one with like May who like had like half her breast out or something, and they were like giant and shit. Next to the Slateport Town team. Like, man, this is allowed. I remember when I was young, the first thing I looked up when I was looking for the adult section, I just typed in boobs on YouTube and see what happens. That's also how I got into. I saw some weird like edgy anime right before knowing like being an anime fan, right? It's also kind of
For
a
me,
funny thing to me.
I somehow found top 10 anime art just going around instead, which were all really, really nice.
You know, I think I've heard enough of Rule 34, and I thought to myself, like, I think one other thing I saw, this was the craziest thing I saw on YouTube, because, YouTube, would normally ban this type of shit, like, within a second when you post a video. But it was that person that was, like, posting, like, Dragon Ball Z memes, right? And I was a big Dragon Ball Z fan.
Right.
And one of them just had, like, I don't know, it was, like, I think it was Chi-Chi with, like, her tits just out. Nipples and everything on a YouTube video, and I thought, what the fuck? I would never see that normally. Then I made some weird rule with myself, like I would think it would be weird to see my favorite characters fucking in Rule 34. But in Dragon Ball Z I know they fuck because that's how they get children. So therefore it is okay if I see them fucking.
That is indeed the weird rule.
I don't even know why I cared, because at some point I threw that away completely when I saw Pokemon or like even Digimon hentai at some point. Like then. It's like, it was so stupid, what a dumb thing. I get, to me I just didn't want to ruin like my characters within my mind by seeing them doing loot stuff. But at some point you don't care, like everyone does loot stuff at some point. Especially fictional characters, can't believe it.
Oh man, and how hard they go.
I've seen this person just take fucking 6 dicks up the ass and like the next day the ass is as tight as possible. Like nothing happened.
It's like just another Sunday.
These fictional characters are strong, man. This is one hentai, for example, Rakana, right? From Dragon Maid. She just gets in heat, and what happens apparently is that she just kidnaps a bunch of guys and does the dirty with them. Without them really, they first got shocked, but they get into it later, but at first they were like, what the fuck? It's like, she's the dominant one because she's a dragon, which, makes sense. Like, it really just makes you think, it's like, yeah, this is fiction. this is fake. Like, what the fuck? Some people look at that hentai specifically and goes like, wow, this is like real life. I'm like, huh? What life are you living? Never.
It's like me, for real, for real.
Oh, it's just
Right,
like me for real, for real. Sometimes I wonder if people just say that to be funny.
At this point, I do say that to be funny.
Yeah. Me showing up to kill a bunch of people for fun. Ah, it's just like me for real, for real.
I mean, there is one guy who said that for the unironically. Darkside fell.
Oh my god, what did he say? What did he say that to?
He played Yakuza 0, saw the end of Majima's story, and was like, it's just like me, for real, for real.
What are you talking about? Ah, you know what? Since we are mostly talking anyway, I guess I forgot to talk about it with like Majima, right? I played Zero, right? And I thought the Majima I have in my head feels like a completely different character.
Yeah.
And I played the first game, and I still think he feels like a completely different character. Yeah, I see the whole journey in Zero, but even then, at the end of Zero, it was still, not completely crazy yet. It felt like, right? And I start to understand that he's just pretending to be crazy, right? That's his character.
Mm-hmm.
But
yes.
It doesn't feel like that at all with the first game, especially when I see like him running a bulldozer down into a building, right? And I look up like what developers were originally thinking, but also like how the original first game was. And you start to realize that Majima originally was not even meant to be like a reoccurring character. It was meant to just be just a boss. And not really come back in other games. But I guess the developers or the fans liked him so much that they put him into everything else later. And then by the third game...
And my says where he was born.
And by the... Yeah, well... Even that has a bit of a disconnect to it too, because, you see them kind of like becoming frenemies, I guess. And in the main game, they mostly just fight each other seriously, right? But even then, like, yeah, so... But... from my understanding, right? It is in Yakuza 3 originally, where you start seeing signs of him, being, like, having a serious character alongside him's crazy, him acting like a crazy person. So it makes me wonder if, like, the reason why the characters feel so different is because they are meant to be different. And the Majima that I see in Zero is actually the Majima that they made in Yakuza 3 and onwards. Whereas in Yakuza 1 and 2, he's just a crazy guy. Just something I thought about.
You couldn't be wrong. You couldn't be wrong about that, right? Because it is true that the first two games came before Zero, so.
And in the original first game, for the record, right? In the Kiwami, the two fight with their shirts off, right? Because that's how the second very serious boss fight. It never happens in the first game original. They never fight with the shirts off. Majima and Kiryu, at least, don't fight with the shirts off in the original game.
Yeah, it must have been the case that Majima was just that popular.
And yeah, it makes sense to me because he is a really funny character too, isn't he?
He absolutely is. I feel that the justification for between Zero to this one, because you are right, the seriousness about it, right?
Yeah.
Is just the fact that everybody died for me, so it's time that I'll just let it go and become just do whatever I feel like, which is why I guess he felt like running a bulldozer into a building. Because he just let go of all the limiters, I guess.
I feel like it should have been a bit like more done in Zero as well, though. Because in Zero, he still was a bit like he still looked a bit sad. Was just walking normally, kind of. The crazy part really just started to happen in Kiwami, and I feel like in Kiwami and Kiwami 2, right? They follow the original game's plot so much that I don't think there's gonna be that like build up towards the crazy Majima, especially when there's like years between 0 and 1. Like even the beginning of 1 is like 6 years between 0 and 1, I believe.
Between 0 and 1?
Yeah, between 0 and 1.
Let's yeah, I do know. I understand what you mean. Let's scratch that to go 10 years further with the DLC.
Yeah, even more so.
Yeah, give me a moment. The cold short is getting dark.
Imagine going to jail for your brother, who then tries to kill you when you get out of jail. Unbelievable. Mega Glalie is a weird design. It's like a grew a beard and a horn. I'm like, what? I can't believe I forgot Mega Glalie even existed until I played this game again. I'm like, oh yeah, right, Mega Glalie is a thing. That is crazy. Imagine going to jail for your brother and then he betrays you like when you get out of jail. Can't believe it.
And almost... I just seen that one scene where the brother also fell on top of Haruka. The Kiryu's cooking.
No, I haven't. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. That's really is a what the fuck scene.
Have you seen this one beam video where Haruka like? I think it was like Kiryu slaps Haruka a little bit too hard and then something explodes. And there's another one where Haruka gets angry and punches back and kills him. You know, I do find it funny. There's this one side quest where, you know, Haruka finds her favorite boxer or some shit. And the boxer, like, pushes her away. And Kiryu's like, men who raise their hands against children are scum. They are the lowest of low. And I'm sitting here like, you know, Kiryu, I kinda get why you did it. But you slapped her way harder.
Anyway, do it again.
Goddamn, what is it with the game community? So constantly like, oh man, they're shooting kids, that's funny. Kill Maria! Shoot Maria!
This funny. I can't help it.
It's just like me, for real, what?
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
I think the internet with the edgy humor has honestly killed us in some manner.
That's how I feel like that has done it so as well. Like at this point, I think the worst part is sometimes you don't even know who's actually joking. There's like 50 million layers of irony. You don't know who's actually being serious.
You know, that is actually somewhat a problem at some point.
I think so as well.
Be it ironic every second.
You don't even know if someone is a real person anymore.
You know, at this point, Darkseidville probably is the best one to go with for real, for real. He at least is serious, but he says that.
I saw a healing item coming and it never came.
It never came. You were doing too good, Jess.
I mean, like, you know, the Elite Four is gonna use a healing item. I never really, I don't know if I never really liked Drake much as a character because he just feels like botched store lens.
Yeah, you know, I can understand.
I'm sitting here thinking I want to really sack off the Marauder. Finally, death has come.
Now I can switch into this ghost Pokemon and start doing the last wishes.
I'm thinking, oh, I can handle this. He doesn't have an ice type attack, right?
He's dragon. What's your defense?
Yeah,
see, it's a Hexerus.
See, that's indeed the thing I thought you were gonna say when I lost to him. It was exactly like, I'm gonna, oh no, I know Ennis is gonna make fun of me the moment.
You literally throw a Skepta who, no matter what form he is in, right, has defense that is, good for resistance, right? When he resists. But you're throwing it against Hexerus of all fucking Pokemon! This motherfucker! Fox!
Okay, but who does he fuck though? Okay, but who does he fuck though?
Everybody.
Damn, even the illegal?
Even the... What?
He fucks even illegal?
I didn't hear that. Yeah.
I can't believe it. Can we not send the police at him?
No.
Why not?
Because he fucks them too.
Oh my god, you mean they're both in bed with each other?
Yes.
Can't believe it. I'm just gonna let him kill himself.
You would have actually defeated him without doing any setting up, because...
Would have, but like... Imagine all the other Pokemon I can kill.
I guess if you want to be greedy.
I'm not greedy, I'm just saving expenses for the white fan. I can have great adventures!
I don't get it.
Welcome to the cursed Pokemon stream. We will never be normal again.
Pokemon somehow always kills us. It's so bad. I don't understand.
Maybe it's because we're playing it when I'm tired or something, and we're just like, I don't know, it's pretty like normal or something. I don't fucking know.
We play, it's with Pokemon. We played way too much. This is the franchise that we spent the most time on in our free time.
And it's the franchise that got me hooked on hentai. Very important. Well,
very important detail for Jess.
That and Dragon Ball Z, I guess, technically as well. Actually, like, I did see hentai before that, but like, that's when I looked more World 34 stuff. Actually, I don't know how much of a choice I even had with Pokemon, because, I look at Pokemon OST and I'm like, I see that, what the fuck? And even like the memes, were a bit lewd. There was a time where there were many lewd Pokemon memes. And everyone found it funny. Now everyone is like, you're teenagers, don't you can't do that!
You are so loud that Discord's blocked you. I don't know what you said.
They are teenagers, they can't do that.
They really are obsessed in what you can do with your own deck, basically.
The funny thing is, right, it's really, like, new too, because I remember when even Smash had, like, fucking Pokemon memes on their sites or some shit, and, like, yeah, some of them were like, oh yeah, this is a Pokemon game I would like to play. Pokemon game for adults, and you see, like, May, Dawn, and, Misty doing, like, somewhat lewd things with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no one cared, right? But nowadays, people with 12 views, like, how dare you do that? How dare you?
It's like people just rediscovered the internet or something.
I don't know, man. Let me test my skills once again. It is me, Steven.
Good luck. What is he going to do?
Here's my Pokemon, the White Fan.
Damn it.
Damn it. He's stronger than my White Fan. Damn it. I thought with the shit special defense I could have one-shot him.
Well, you're dealing with Sturdy.
No, that wasn't Sturdy, Ennis. The Sturdy didn't activate.
That wasn't Sturdy?
That was just a bad wall. Or, Damn.
That would be fair enough to point out as a bad wall.
I got two bad walls at the same time in that case. I don't actually know what the chances are.
Don't tell me I don't have smoke. I don't have the damage calculator up.
And can you get the calculator up?
No.
But Susama. Oh my god, Ekon, he can evolve into the Mega Ven. Get flinched, get flinched, get flinched. No. This isn't my best fight. Yeah, that's why I just realized I don't really have a good special attacker besides Baraudi here.
Yeah, you actually went with physical Skeptal. Thanks.
That's because he mostly has good physical moves, and it's only now that I could have probably switched to special, but like now that it takes grinding, I don't feel like it. Because, you know, I could have gone for special nuke with Leaf Storm, right?
You know what is a funny thing?
What?
Going with superior, but you don't give it contrary as an ability.
What the fuck? I've seen it before though. What's his other ability again? Besides,
The usual overgrow.
I'm pretty sure. I think I could have sworn someone actually spent with like overgrow or some shit, just to trick someone else. But never saw it coming.
Yeah, we never saw it coming. What did we gain from it?
Well,
or what did he gain from it?
He killed one motherfucker on, I guess, on a fucking focus sash. The other guys wouldn't have killed if it weren't for the overgrow. But it was just to fuck with that guy specifically. I think. I got another funny thing for you, Anis.
What is it?
Physical assumable with flamethrower. I've seen it.
Why would you go physical then?
I don't know. It was during Gen 6 too, right? Where like physical assumable was always like the thing to go with because you get like body slam. Or like not body slam, what it's called? Belly drum? Belly drum.
Yeah.
And here we have the eternal fight. Two intellectual titans. Two intellectual titans. One employs the white fan strategy, whilst the other has a different meta, the police uniform meta. Who will win this epic exchange between two intellectuals? Linus, do you have your bets?
I mean, I think the answer is obvious. The one that can hit super effectively.
Yes, that one will fully be able to enact his vengeance. Get it? Vengeance? Vengeance, eh? Get it?
Yes. What a beautiful joke. Is it a joke? No, wait.
It's a pun. It sure wasn't funny.
It was certainly beautiful.
Welcome to my game of how much can I calm mind until I've had enough?
I mean, you're going to sleep at that point, right?
Well, if I wake him up. Oh, fun. I heard sleep instead of sweep. But that's the idea, but the thing is, some motherfuckers hit physically. I'm also just kind of waiting for the light screen to go off because, you know, while they're hitting him and the light screen is up. Well, Jesse, is it time to Shadow Ball yet? I do that when I can heal everyone. Please end the stream before Mitsuki Kufufus me into becoming loot again. Kufufu? Just type in like Mitsuki Kufufu and it's like, this laugh is perfect. Kufufu? I don't know who my favorite Blue Archive character would be though. I think Ibuki is very cute. I kinda like Rona a lot, to be honest. I don't think you can dislike Rona. Yeah, you know, to an extent, you know, you always go like, man, that stingy fucker, always making sure I don't get all the students. Gotta like the gamer twins though, especially Momoya because she's racist.
Very important.
She's not actually racist, but that's just a meme that the Dark community made that she would say the N-word on the bridge because she's a true gamer.
I'm proud of this community.
They actually made an AI voice for Momoya as well, so she can sing songs.
Cool.
One of them is like the one game. They don't know why. Bought a PS5 with no games to buy, but it's like Momoya singing it.
No, I prefer Asuna.
Which one? The Blue Archive?
From Blue Archive.
I don't know if I know Asuna.
Oh, if you see her, you'll see her. It's one of the maid schools, I think. I'm gonna guess.
There's a question.
It's
Why
just
do I but not just fucking Shadow Ball?
it has such a the character has such a beautiful smell, like unironically.
Also, yeah, I'm running Will-O-Wisp because I thought, you know, I can like not only get myself specially defensive, I can also just cut people's defense in half, like attack in half.
Yeah, it works perfect with each other.
I find it funny how in the beginning where we were like, oh, like Enigma, oh, he's gonna be the shittiest party member, he's gonna bring the whole party down, and he literally becomes one of my best fucking party members.
You really make him that out to be that bad?
Yeah, we did. We were like, oh, this is gonna be so difficult to raise. It's gonna be so. He's not gonna be very useful.
It's because of his damage output that we shed on him.
But then he just became the best part, one of the best parts. He became one of the goats.
One of the few things that you benefit from in the main game is the fact that you can just heal him with items.
Yeah.
It's probably what makes him even extra strong to utilize.
To be fair, I am fighting against someone who has like 10 levels above me.
And you have the defense to take it, you know? Oh, then again, that's also because of meteorite.
To be fair, you would use Meteorite in competitive too.
Yeah. There's no denying it. This is the Pokemon to use it on, you know?
He fucking
It's
missed.
It's just that the realization that this Pokemon strength comes truly from this item, you know?
Yeah. Damn, he still does pretty good damage though. Yeah, I can just imagine Steven's like thoughts of like seeing this one fucking Dust Lord just killing his whole team. What a terrifying prospect. I guess I'm gonna leave the Ven behind. It is time to step up to the guillotine instead. The chair is waiting for us. What do you mean us?
Good luck be with you. Unlike you, I'm a degenerate with standards.
I have degenerate standards, okay? Like, listen. I might be a dog fucker, but at least I don't look at drawings. God forbid. I like how, like, the furry, like, constantly explains of, like, oh, you see? The furries are technically adults. You see, they just look like animals. I'm like, interesting.
You know that doesn't fly when it comes to certain other interests.
I know, right? Anyway, this would be the end of our Pokemon Adventures. I mean, I still got like a context to go to, just because fuck it, why not? Sounds funny. We gotta fight Wally. You know, Wally. Oh, fight Wally.
We need to show him who's the champ still.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I don't know when I'm next playing a Pokemon game though. Because I'm pretty certain Black and White would be next. If I'm not like going fucking bomb hacks or something like that. Like either Pokemon Fusion or Pokemon Woke or whatever. Why did I just not cut this though? Yo, you can cut this out, you don't. Oh, look, it's the V failure.
The fuck?
Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. That's how I got Cyndaquil as well. Like, you know, you beat part of the game. Oh yeah, with the rematch, like Steven, you can like select the Gen 5 Pokemon. But I never got to select the Gen 4 Pokemon, which I should be able to select after you get the Delta episode done with, but I didn't get it for some reason. This is not gonna matter at all. I'm not using any of these. So after every 20th battle, you get like one leader, and after like the 50th, you get like the leader's 2 strength, where they use legendaries. This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. And then after you beat like one of them in one course, like Wally gets stronger, you can fight him. And then like by the end, he'll become like the strongest, and he has like a fucking full competitive team with like competitive items and shit and everything. He also has a Garchomp, so he's basically Cynthia. Remember, Ennis, when you walk into a random house? Oh god, Ennis. What if you, Ennis, imagine Ennis, you're a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get lured into the white van. You know what the first thing is you hear?
Cynthia's battle team.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, and then Cynthia starts to challenge you to a Poke Battle. Scariest thing ever.
It is. Out of all of the characters to meet, it would be probably the worst thing ever. But then, what is she doing though?
She was on vacation or some shit. I'm like, why did you go to vacation to the most random basic bitch home ever? And I just still find it funny though. Like, what the fuck was it? Like, Cynthia was just there. Like, you would never see it coming, right?
Yeah.
I just thought, oh, let me just explore every house, see if I get any items. There's only like, dead end.
It's just the worst part is that it was also like a pretty high level team. It wasn't even that special.
It was a very high level team. I think it was one of the highest level teams as well in the whole game. It was like level 80s or something.
Exactly, that's what you're dealing with. It's like it wasn't even that. Oh, she's very difficult. Oh no, she just throws you something like well leveled. You know, so you're off guarding. Like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do here? Very cheap tactic there.
Now at least make the house more like intimidating or something. Put a white vent in front of it.
Of course.
The vent jokes never end.
I'm kind of a fan of those jokes, you know?
I just wish they would vanish! And I have to do the consecutive super single battle challenge.
That's exciting.
No, it's not. You know, I've learned this wonderful thing called save states. This fight is almost practically impossible with the team I have. So I just save scummed a lot. Really comes out with an Uber Pokemon, you know. It's whatever.
Don't worry, it doesn't have life orb.
It might. It has Focus Blast and it always hits because, you know, it's not you using it. I know what they have, but they constantly hit me with everything. But don't worry, I've got Giga Impact Slacking, which for some reason doesn't go to level 50 automatically like every other Pokemon, but whatever, you know. Giga Impact should still do enough, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm pretty sure my other Pokemon can handle everything, right? Oh, substitute. Of course, why not?
Alright, this is fucked.
I also just like Choice Bandit because fuck it, you know, I need to make sure that everyone is dead. What was the Choice Scarf? I don't remember.
We'll probably go Choice Scarf so you can get the turns as quickly as possible. At the very least, that's how the strat has been.
I give up on life.
Jesus Christ, what is this?
This is me wondering what I should do. Also, I didn't cut this out apparently. Good job, me. Good editing. But yeah, I thought, oh, actually, right. Perhaps I can, like, you know, Ice Fang Landorus would be easy, right? But Landorus, for some reason, hits Focus Blast every time.
Of course.
You know, you're gonna cut Jesse. Yeah, I would expect you to cut at this point, Jesse. Oh. Finally! He missed. And the Ice Pick doesn't even take him out. What the fuck? I think I should alright, Choice Scarf. I should just take off the Choice Scarf considering I can't outspeed him anyway. I don't know why I just didn't do that. I thought, oh, maybe I can use Torpedo for another time.
Oh my god, the neighbor is fucking smoking again.
Oh no. Is he smoking weed or some shit?
Whoever made the ventilation in this fucking building should fucking get fired, I swear.
I can believe that.
Because it's like the why is this air of this guy smoking coming into my house, right?
Yeah. I don't know why, but every one of them knows focus blast, because why not?
It's the perfect coverage for when you're playing slacking. It's like they actually maybe it's more like they know what type of the Pokemon you're bringing, and
No,
you know the AI does like cheat.
no, they do have like they do have movesets that are predetermined. Here I've got the men of time wasting. He's gonna keep doing this. But here's the problem, right? Like, I don't really remember what everyone's ability was, right? I thought, oh, I can hit Thunderous for Doorball. The thing is, I can. This is not gonna do enough. Because he also has a berry. See, now, if I intimidated him, this wouldn't be a problem, but, like... I get the defense stall. I have to hope somehow that Sharpedo can kill him. But I survived. Thank God. I think I spent a lot more on this than I show it, because I cut it out. Like, holy fucking shit, this fight sucks. That was great fun. Speak for yourself. Oh, I got 50 battle points. Ah. No, I don't want to. I want to stop. There's nothing more. I don't want to fight more. Why does Game Freak think it's fun to endlessly fight NPCs?
You know, I have to ask, would it be better to actually like maybe get a more serious team for this shit, or?
What? Nah.
Oh wait, that's right. You don't have to grind as hard. I forgot that part. Cause you have the tools to make it easier.
Woe is me. You really are Hoenn top trainer. How naive you are. Yeah, you are. There's no end to the battles. The battle makes unknown strong trainers like us keep battling, hoping to achieve 100 or even 200 consecutive wins. The battle's like a house of cards. No cards will be broken sooner or later. All I do is train all day. I'm going to excuse myself now. So here's the thing. This really bothers me, right? You got that Wallace team, which is really epic and shit, right? And then we start fighting him. Then it's just a normal battle team. Like, what? Why?
Oh, come on.
It's gay.
Really is.
Like, what is this? Just use his battle team. Also, he still has 5 Pokemon. Give him a 6th one.
No, it would make it too difficult for you.
Well, and Sir didn't give a shit about that during the battle, Mason. Ah. So for the record, right? Like I was looking up how many missions Hitman Contracts had, right? Seems we've gone through half of the game apparently.
Really now.
Yeah, it's like 12 missions and we've done 6. And the next 6, by the way, are all remakes, so those ones are actually no. Who knows? Maybe next stream we can actually finish the game. How many live stream sessions do you Games! How many live stream sessions do you think it will take Dark Souls 3? If Dark Souls 1 is like 8 streams.
Let's see, which stream are we now at? 2?
Hmm? Yeah, we are at 3.
And we ended it with the
Abyss Night thing.
The Abyss Watchers.
Yeah.
The next fight is going to be the Catacombs. After that, the city. I'll say either also 8 or maybe it's going to be 10.
Ew. It might be longer because we're probably gonna do DLC this time. Maybe.
Yeah, that could possibly be.
One day I have to go back to Dark Souls 1 as well and do the DLC fights. Which I think are mostly like... Are the DLC fights mostly like hints towards the Abyss and like Dark Souls 3?
It's, the first one is the painting. So it's a bit more lore building than anything else. The second DLC, no, that one is just another lore. This time about the hero of the story, Aratorias, who defeated the Abyss.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's late.
Either Shapida's fucked.
I think Shapiro will be just fine. See? Wait, Dennis, we beat the game. What do you say?
That's nice.
We're never playing a Pokemon game again.
Good.
I'm gonna play like far less loot games so that we can have more serious conversations, especially political conversations. You know, very normal serious games like Senna and Kagura.
Can't wait.
But that's sad though, like, yeah. So, I don't really know what's gonna happen with streams since we also want to watch the Spy Family move. Pretty sure we could, I don't know, like, we're gonna watch it on Saturday and it'll be fine with Friday and Sunday, but I kind of think we might skip Monday because I'm a bit tired, maybe. On the other hand, we can finish Hitman contracts quickly. Yeah, well, we'll see. Either way, that'll be the end for this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed our insanity. It was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny. You know what they say on the internet? If funny, it's good. Automatically. So I'll see you guys on the next funny stream. When we play Dark Souls 3 and I get angry at enemies again. And there's also a skill issue.
I will.